Hey everyone, good evening and welcome to the Dragon's Lair. You've got Sam and Chris here, and we are welcoming to the channel our great friend, Fred the Lug. Fred, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us. Appreciate you, my friend. How's everything going?
So far, so good.
So far, so
I have
good.
audio, I have video.
Perfect.
That's it. All right, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Call it a win and leave.
Audio, video, and 9 people to hear you. Fantastic.
Okay, good.
That's all right. We'll grow. We'll grow. I know there was a
Absolutely.
bunch of lives going on before. Faithful was going. Adventure 50 rescheduled to tonight. Mattis Faction goes every Wednesday for a while, so you're always going to get a little bit of the people coming in a little late on ours, which is cool. It's fine. A gradual build is fine with me.
Well, it's I was on Faithful's live, or I wasn't on. I was listening to his, and they were extremely kind to us, and that was fantastic. But also, he was like, "Hey, when he signed off, he was saying, hey, make sure, I'm going to give you guys an hour break, and then you can jump into Wyvern Kodiak's live starting at 9." So he's been very, very outstanding about plugging the channel, on his, and hopefully he'll be able to jump in tonight where we can thank him for that.
Yeah, he said he was going to probably join for a little while, so I'd like to plug his as well. I know he's trying to make the big push to 2,000 subs, so if we can help him get him there, or at least close, that'd be awesome.
And he's got like 600 more hours before he's at his 4,000. So again,
wow. Okay, so he's getting close too. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see who has joined tonight. Adventure 50 in the house. How are you, Lance? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, my friend Marco. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. TC Blades, welcome, welcome. Sergeant Maximus, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Miranda Keith, always good to see you in here. Thank you for coming in. You got Daddy Wyvern up in the house. What's up, Dad? Thank you for hanging out with us. Kanji Blades, what's up, Dom? Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. Projectiles are sharp. Hey, hey. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Mod extraordinaire, Ramsey Silent, doing what he does every live. I always appreciate all the hard work, Ramses, and you are awesome, my friend. So thank you for all that you do. Clint Crosby, how are you, my friend? Thanks for coming in. And I can't believe that you're not a mod. I must have missed you in previous lives or something, but I just made you a mod, my friend, so you are in like Flynn. We have Kelly's Mishmash. How are you, Kelly? Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Always a pleasure. Let's see, has anybody else trickled in here? Southern Cali EDC, you were a subject of ours earlier today, talking about how fast your channel is growing, man. So thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate you. Let's see, Silver Trails Outdoors, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair. And I think we are finally caught up. So we've got 20 people in here. So our room is growing pretty quick right now, which is awesome. And if you don't mind, make sure that while you're here, if you haven't done it, smash that like button for me, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. If you want to be subscribed to the channel, we've got some pretty big news coming up tonight. And we also have some big stuff coming in the near future as well. So you'll want to keep an eye on things. What's up, Chris? You were wanting to say something, and I feel like I'm stepping on you.
Who's flipping and what are you flipping?
Oh, me? Oh.
I was going to say, my hands are right here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm flipping a Richard Solaire custom knife.
Awesome.
It's a French maker.
It sounded great.
Yeah, it's
Man, so I'm going to put you on the big screen for a second. Can you show that, Fred? I mean, that knife is just, first off, it's beautiful. Second is, you don't see many French makers anywhere. I mean, I couldn't tell you one. So
I thought they only made knives to spread butter and cut bread. So Yeah.
No, actually, I have a knife here, another French maker. This guy is really interesting. So this
Robert
is
Jones in the house. What's up, Robert? Thanks for coming in, man.
this is a
What
GTK.
what's that one?
This is called a GTK dressy spear tack.
Mm.
And it's
Mouthful.
the guy is from France, and he is he's a paraplegic, and he makes these. He has like a rig which carries him around his shop.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
And he just had a knife made into production by and he has one that was just made into production by CKF.
Awesome.
Like
Very
within
cool.
the last week or two.
That's awesome that he's not letting his disabilities slow him down. I mean, making knives is no joke. So,
and his stuff is really beautiful. Like really, this is some of his old. This one's old. It's funny because one person, I posted this once, and they're like, "I didn't know you like fixed blades." I'm like, "It's not a fixed blade."
Wow. It's tight tolerance there, isn't it?
Yeah.
that's really cool. That's awesome. Awesome.
But the fact that he's going into like 2 production companies is kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really cool when you start to see some of these companies and these custom makers kind of branch out and get into some of the production level stuff, and especially when they start translating some of their existing designs into that. Just coming to mind off the top of my head here, what was the one that Tuya did? It was the F3.
Oh yeah, so the Curtis.
Yeah, the Curtis.
I have
F3,
the custom of that one, and I was able to actually check. I actually was able to check out Ray's Everyday City Carry, his production of this. They did a really good job.
Yeah, they did a very, very good job. I did a review on the production one. It was in Pass Around, and yeah, I mean, it was really, really nice. I was
Good looking knife.
significantly surprised by how nice of a job they did on that one, especially considering the fact that Tuya has a history of overlooking things. So
but they tend to do like custom knife maker like remakes. Like they did the Strength, which is from it's a Edcraft design.
Mm-hmm.
That was that is Edcraft designs it, and it's made by edcgear in Indonesia, the custom ones. And that guy is like a madman. Like they're all his stuff is like integrals, and they're all like just great tolerances, and Tuya did a good job with it.
That's pretty cool. Donnie Bless, Laser Ghost Knives. What's up, Funky? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit tonight. So, Fred, we are a month away from Blade Show, which, by the way, I am just chomping at the bit, man. I am raring to go. I just can't wait to get there. And you were with me in Texas. So we got to spend some time together there and hang out and whatnot. But I know I've been to Atlanta before, so I am now able to kind of put both of them next to each other and see, the difference in the shows. And I mean, Atlanta's significantly bigger, but Texas is no joke either. And it was a great show. But I'm just curious, is there something that you're really looking forward to in Texas? Not Texas, in Atlanta. Is there a maker that's going to be there that you want to get to? Or is there something that's being dropped at that show, maybe like the McNeese Mini Dixon or something like that you're really like, hey, you're really high on? Or, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
So, my collection and collecting has changed over the last 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I really go to the shows mostly for the social aspect and to meet you guys and hang out with people and see what's new. Most of the knives that I'm truly going after are being made for me and not like just something I pick up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
we had that
going to
the other day.
Yeah, going to the shows, I actually now get to speak to the makers about future builds. Of course, if there's something that I love on the table that I can win in a lotto or something, I might go for it if it's like spectacular. As far as like what I know is coming out that I think is going to be really, really hot. Like you were saying, production knives of custom makers. Chavez has a new line of knives that he's kind of making, which is younger custom makers where he is making productions of their customs. So I believe he has 4 knives coming out at Blade Show Atlanta. 2 of them are from Jake McCoy.
Right.
And I forgot the other maker's name. But he's got 4 knives coming out, and they're basically actually, he's got 4 of Jake McCoy's and I think 4 of this other guy's. So Jake McCoy has a Disciple and another one coming out both in an integral form with removable scales, like magnetic removable scales.
Very cool.
And then he's got another knife, a new model of his with a really cool grind on it coming out. And then he has a G10 version coming out for both of the same knives. So it's 4 knives.
I never thought about having an integral that also had magnetic scales, and it's a simple idea, and it's a great one. I never thought of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Checking one of those out for sure.
What's interesting is I played with it in Texas because Ruben was holding one, and then Jake had one in his hand also. So I did get to play with it at that Arcane dinner, at that Arcane meetup. And it's really cool. I didn't actually take the magnetic scales off to check whether or not there's access to inside the knife from there. I don't know if it's just like an onlay or if it's actually hollow.
Yeah, I think it's an onlay because I saw videos on it and it didn't look like you can access the blade from inside there. So it looked like it was more like hollowed out scales with a few magnets, earth magnets in there. So they look like they held pretty good. That was my concern, was whether or not during use, are you going to be able to, loosen or knock off the scale or something like that.
So I think that Pyrotech has kind of shown the way and shown that you could do it without risk of losing the scales. And I think that everyone is kind of like taking on that kind of like technique.
Yeah.
I think there's like 4 magnets per scale, per side, holding it in. I think 2 on the blade and 2 on the scale and 2 on the frame.
Gotcha.
So I think that
Donnie, Texas was dope, man, and it was good meeting you, and it was a lot of fun. I was really glad that I decided to go out to Texas. I was originally not going to, and we were going to go to the New York Custom Knife Show, but I thought that it was probably better for Wyvern Kodiak at the Blade Show than it was at the New York Custom Knife Show, and I'm glad that we had presence there, and there were a lot of people that I got to meet that I may not be able to see in Atlanta. Too many places, man. I'm traveling too much now. I'm scrabble in the brain. So, who else joined here? This is Doiliamo 2046. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate you. Faithful EDC, what is up, my friend? Welcome to the channel. And if everybody is not subscribed to Faithful EDC, do me a favor and give him a sub. He is making a hard and heavy drive towards 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to see him get there. He puts in a ton of work on his channel, posting and recording all the time, doing lives now. So give the guy some love. Make sure that you are giving a sub to Faithful EDC if you're not. So thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. Well, let's see. Oh, Dragoon is here. What is up, Dragoon? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a little while. Appreciate you. Zach
Southern
Kennard
Cal.
is here.
Thank you. It's Disciple and what did he put? The Disciple, which I knew, and then the other one was the Omega. Those are the McCoy Chavez knives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I'm looking forward to checking those out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zach
and I think
Kennard
that
is here. What is up,
they're
Zach?
going to be in like the $300 price point.
Gotcha.
For the titanium ones.
Oh, nice.
I think 200 or under for the G10 one.
That's fantastic.
G10 Micarta one, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I heard New York Custom Knife Show is a good time as well. And, you know, I'm from that area, so going out there and hanging out with family for a few days and stuff like that, it would be a good time. Definitely want to make it there. It's just I could not do both trips. There was no way in the schedule to be able to make it to it's in New Jersey, is it not?
Yes, it's in Jersey City.
Jersey City, right?
Jersey City,
so,
which is right across the river.
Yeah. I couldn't get there and Texas. There was just no way.
So the New York Custom Knife Show is a good show, but it is much more custom knives. The ratio of custom knives to production knives is like 80%, 20%. So it depends what you're collecting. It's always fun to see this stuff, but if you're trying to push and show people your own production knife, it was not the right venue for you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you didn't go to that one because it would have been a waste for what you wanted.
Yeah.
Because I could probably name all the production companies that were there in one hand. Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Texas was a huge success for us in the sense that we were able to put our knives in a lot of people's hands. And let's face it, the bigger content creators that are running channels right now, with the exception of probably Metal Complex, but Melissa Backwoods handled our knife, Ray handled our knife, Neves handled our knife, Casey Spearon handled our knife. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that had tens of thousands, and in Neves' case, hundreds of thousands of followers that were able to handle our knife, which was pretty good. It was pretty important for us. So I thought it was a good time. And you know, I never posted Melissa Backwoods' video of her checking out our knife. I got to do that. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Gunmetal James, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Let's see here. Cliff Brock is here. How are you, Cliff? Appreciate you, my friend. Burning Stables Forge, what is up, Clayton? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Oh, do I miss anybody? I'm trying to catch up here. Sorry, guys. On the Edge EDC, thank you for hanging out with us tonight on the Edge. Appreciate you. And almost caught. Yeah, I'm caught up. Cool. So, yeah, I was pretty surprised to see some of the names that were in Texas that weren't in Atlanta last year, and this year they're going to be there. And from what I've been told, and his name isn't on the list, but he swore up and down that he was going to be there. Sanford from Monterey Bay Knives said he was going to Atlanta.
So he could be going and just not have a table too.
True.
So just because you say you're going doesn't mean you're going to have a table.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think that's very possible.
He might have a table. He might be a late add-on. They might have to wait till people like back out to find a table for him because all the tables are really like assigned.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know, I don't
know
think they
there
normally
were
have
a
like
lot of
empty
people that were
tables.
talking about the tables. So yeah. Yeah, I
And
get that
you
for
know,
sure.
it's a little more confusing. I tell people that if they're really after something, they have to go through the list. It takes a long time. You know, my son and I, the first like 2 or 3 years we went, we spent hours going through and identifying which tables we wanted to definitely go to, and we numbered them and we color coded them, and we had maps set up. This is the first map we want, and when we were done with this map, we'd go to the second map, and then when we're done with the second map, we'd go to the third map, and then after that, we could just walk around and do whatever that we wanted.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if not, you're not going to get to what you want, and especially if you're hunting something, like if there's something you want that's hot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard. I mean,
yeah, if you're going because you want a hot commodity, you have to know exactly where you're going. If you're going for the experience and I'll pick up something while I'm there, sure, just start on one end and work your way up and down the booths. But yeah, it's yeah, I agree. I stood in line for a Rosie last year, and it was a long wait. You know,
we lucked out on that, man. I still say we lucked out on that because they were giving coins. They were giving challenge coins out to people that, you know, if you have a coin, it gives you the right to buy one when you get up there. And by the time he got to where we were in line, he was like, we don't have any coins left, but we're going to have enough knives. So
you weren't guaranteed.
Yeah, he was like, we'll remember you. And I was like, of course you will. Look at us. Like, we're two huge guys standing side by side. We're two ugly goons or whatever. And he's like, I can't call you that. And like, I just kept on like reinforcing that in his head. And by the time we got up there, he was like, oh, it's the two ugly goons. I was like, you see, I told you you'd remember us.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, you have to come with something flamboyant on. Like, you know, Hayden, you only met him this one time, right? He had green hair.
Yes. I was good.
At the last show,
his hair was flamboyant.
He had purple hair at the last show. So it's really easy. I'm like, oh, did my son come to the table? Did he see this knife already? They're like, which one's your son? I'm like, green hair.
Yep.
They're like, oh yeah, he was here. Yeah. It's like fluorescent green hair.
The EDC noob, welcome in, man. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight.
Dragoon said he's hoping to work a table. Which or a booth? Which vendor? I'd be interested to know. Yeah,
for sure. Dragoon, what do you have a booth or a maker which you're gonna try and connect with? Is there somebody in particular you have a connection with that you're trying to get in on? Paul Mills, welcome in, man. Thank you for coming in.
So a table or a booth is actually a double-edged sword if you're really hunting for something.
Oh yeah, for sure. You get tied down and then you don't get away. Which
no, I have the opposite.
Good evening, gentlemen. What is up, Rolf?
So I could be an asshole and go before the show opens and try to buy something, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
So what I did this time, the last few times I went, was I went to the maker and I say, I want that knife, but I don't want to screw anybody that's been waiting 3 days online. So here's $700. And I'd hand them the cash. And I'd say, if it sells in the first hour, sell it. But you got to make me a book spot. If it doesn't sell in the first hour, put it aside and I'll come pick it up later.
That's a great idea. Very, very nice of you too. Yeah.
It actually is better for me to do a book order because then I'm not doing all my money all in the one show. I can space it out, but it's also better because then I get to pick my materials.
Yeah.
And what I want.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever had anybody tell you no, they didn't want to do that?
No, actually, so far we did it 7 times in Atlanta last year. And we walked out with 6 book orders and only 1 knife.
Oh, wow. Nice. So you really got what you wanted anyway.
Yeah. And then in Texas this year, we walked out with 3 book orders and 0 knives.
Oh,
As
let's
far as
see.
custom knives, I did get a few knives, but no.
So we're at 36 in here now. So if you
But
are
Chris, I didn't actually walk out with the knives because the knives I bought ended up going to reviewers, which I still don't have.
Oh wow.
So if you guys are just coming in, do me a favor and hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're subbing to our channels, please. I appreciate you guys. And Bulldog Smith Farms.
So Bulldog. So just come for one day. Go really early in the morning and go home at night. You don't have to spend the night. If you can't, don't buy a 3-day pass. Buy a 1-day pass. Come, spend the day,
hang out,
and drive home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Better than not going at all.
And,
yeah, if I was only a couple hours away, I don't think I would. I mean, I'd still go all 3 days, but I think I'd just drive every day.
Well, 2 hours each way, that's 4 hours. That's tough if you're really doing the whole day and spending time in the pit or something like that afterwards. Which is, to me, it's 3/4 of the fun. The pit.
If you're factoring in the pit, for sure. So last year we didn't even have it in us to go to the pit afterwards. This year I'm forcing myself to go. I don't care how I feel.
I was going to say,
roll me in there. I don't care.
You know, some Jolt. I don't know. You're the age that you remember that drink.
Yeah, I remember Jolt. I remember Jolt. What is that? Triple the caffeine or twice the caffeine cola or something like that. Yeah, exactly. I remember that stuff. I used to get them out of 7-Elevens and Wawa stores when I was a kid.
I've got a custom order for some Heelys in a size 14, so we'll hopefully they'll come in time. I'm going to skate around.
I will pay.
There is one
wheeling around the show, man.
There is one custom knife collector that wheels around on like a hoverboard.
Nice.
He's got like a single wheel like a thing, and he wheels around the whole show.
I do not have the balance for that.
I don't either. I'd kill myself.
Dragoon said that he made some friends at Concept and Kaiser, and he's working on the Tenable booth. But if he could pick, he'll do the Arcane booth.
Israel normally doesn't allow anyone other than him and his brother at the booth. He might get you a ticket to get in, but as far as like manning the booth, it's just usually Israel or his brother or his wife.
Yeah, Concept and Tenable are always the same booth. You know, they're the same company. Parent company is Concept. So Joyce is the person that makes those decisions, and if there's somebody that'll get you in on the Concept booth, it's going to be Joyce. She typically, it's her and Tracy, and then they usually have one other person. Nathan is, Nathan Contra, who's a knife designer, by the way. Nathan,
and you have his proto.
Yeah, I did. I did get his prototype. But you know what? I mean, and first off, I love the knife, but it's a low end steel, and it doesn't really work. Like, it falls off of the detent track, which is part of why it's been delayed, is because they have to fix the problems with it. Right. So, but I'm a big fan of that knife. Like, I really think that design is something stellar. So I wanted one.
So most prototypes are not made in the actual steel.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
Most of them are either made in 9CR. Well, Concept makes all of them in 9CR, except for my halide prototype, because it was Damascus. They actually made it in the same 9CR Damascus that they normally use.
Gotcha.
Okay. But other than that, they normally do it in 9CR. I think Kubi does it in D2. Like, most companies do it in some less expensive steel because it's proof of concept, not proof of functionality.
I don't hate 9CR, by the way.
No, not at all. Heart Balsam, welcome in. Appreciate you hanging out, man. Thank you for joining us. William Hornbossel up in the house. What is up, my friend? Appreciate you. Faithful says we need a power scooter next year.
Yep.
That's it. Chris and I will just sit there and, well, if you ask Chris, I probably drive at that speed anyway, according to him.
He probably tells us to slow down. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? We need to get Tesla to do one that, okay, take me to Tenable.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Somebody,
And it has the map built in.
Somebody get Elon
awesome.
on the horn, quick.
Yeah.
Old man on the ridge. What is up, my friend? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Oh man. Yeah, so 41 people in here. So appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. And we're gonna have some fun tonight for sure.
I said it. I said I like 9CR. I hope Clayton didn't hear, and that's what he's going to make my knife out of now. Like, good enough, Chris. If you like that, well, I'll give that to you.
Titanium Justin, what's up, my friend? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate you, buddy.
So I got a prototype here. I don't know if anybody's played with this before. So this is called the Snarf. Snarf by Aurora Knives. It's the same button that's on the truffles and the hive mind, and it's a utility blade. Now, I don't really use my knives, so I don't care if it's a utility or if it's magna cut most of the time or anything, but it's really fidgety.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be like 50 or 60 bucks. It's on Kickstarter for like that kind of price range. It's not an expensive knife at all.
Nice. I immediately saw where the blade's locked in on the bottom, and it has that lip there. You know, it keeps it steady. And
then it has the button on the top here to, I don't know if you right there to disengage it.
Yeah, my immediate thought was I don't like it because of the track on the bottom. But then my next thought was it doesn't matter. You don't cut with the full side of the utility blade anyway, and probably makes it extremely secure.
Robert, I still think there are some available there, but I'm not absolutely certain. And they're supposed to be coming out soon. He might actually have some at Blade Atlanta.
Hey, Zach, what's up, man? None for now. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Let's see. James Hoyt comes in. What is up, my friend?
None.
Thanks for coming in.
Justin, isn't that like a fabulous knife? And you could find that Kubi Momentum for like 30 bucks or 40 bucks out there. And it's just a solid knife.
That's a Sharif's knife. One of
Sharif Manganis, yeah. And it's just, it works so well, and it's just so, it's fidgety, it's fun.
Yeah,
and
I've been looking for one of the premium ones. So he made an all black DLC one.
Yeah,
and they're not easy to come across, but that's the one I've been looking for.
If you really want to, contact me because I have an in to get one because I saw it recently, still available.
Okay.
I'm serious.
If I need knives, Fred's my first stop, man.
I'm saying I'll let me just check if they still have it.
I appreciate it. It's an awesome knife. It's just I saw it one or two times, and I didn't bid on them when they were on Blade Binge, and I always half regretted it. But yeah, those are definitely cool knives for sure. So.
Hold on, they might not have it anymore. Let me just see. Yes, but they only have the flame. Sorry.
Oh no, I don't want the flame.
They only have the flame left.
Plain or black.
I got it. Well, you can do a project.
Yeah, we can do a project.
You know,
we can
send it to.
No, Fred, you don't need to sandpaper. You could put it in like multi-etch and let it take off all of the flame, and then just do a black anode. So it's manganese anodization.
There you go.
Yeah.
We did it with this knife.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. That's your new Strix, right?
Yes.
Here, show that, man. Let me blow you up here. That thing is cool. That's a Bantam Strix, though, right?
Yes, this is a small one.
Okay, and then
Hayden did the etch on this. We added the fuller. We actually modded it with Greg to add a rear flipper.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Yeah, that's really cool.
so
That is really,
it's
really
still
cool.
breaking in. It's brand new. We literally just got it, but we were showing him how to do the blackening on it because someone taught us how to do it where it stays on it. Because a lot of times if you blacken it, the black comes off after a few weeks.
Yeah, yeah. So, so let's see here. Atlanta is going to be really crazy for us. We're going to be in the midst of some chaos going on for our world here, and I think it's going to be a fun time. And we are now into prototype phase 2, is what I'm referring to it. And I will share my screen here, or I should say blow up my screen, and I'm going to let everybody see. So for the original ones, maybe I need some more light. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's pretty good right there. All right, so this is the original phase 1 Gracchus blade, okay? And it worked good. It worked very good. But Chris and I really thought we can do better than this. As a matter of fact, we knew we can do better than this. So we went to the drawing board. We thought about things. We tested everything out. And lo and behold, we raised the grind line significantly higher. We got really, really thin behind the edge. I mean, I'm not even kidding you when I tell you this is one of the sharpest from factory knives I've ever touched in my life. My finger will agree with that, by the way. That was an unintentional oopsie. But I will absolutely tell you that this knife is straight up vicious. So, with that being said, Chris and I are going to go through. So this is the, sorry, lighting in this room is a little bit off right now. So this is the all stonewash version right here. Okay. This here is stonewash with belt satin blade. This seems to be the fan favorite. This would be the Blur Pinkle. There we go. There's a little bit better colorway right there. But with belt satin blade, that's 3. And then the other fan favorite, full DLC.
Black
DLC handle, DLC blade, and the blade is a belt satin DLC. So with that being said, here are going to be your 4 production finishes. And these are what we will offer when these open up. So it's very exciting to see the progression in the process here. And this knife is getting better with each and every phase. So super excited to show everybody that. And, ooh, Fred's got toys. And we are, let's see, we're at 39 people. Yeah, I guess we should probably, it's good enough room to make some announcements. No, Chris?
Sure.
All right. Well, with that, I want to let everybody know that we are officially opening up pre-orders May 20th. That is Wednesday, May 20th. We are going to open pre-orders on our Gracchus. We are going to open them at 9 p.m. Eastern time right here with all of you live. And the reason why is because you have all been with us for this journey. And I think that there is no better group of people and or better way of doing it than doing it on our live. Chris came up with the idea to do it on our live, and I think it's a great idea. We really want to share this with you guys you've been here the entire time, and it'll be a lot of fun to do that. So 9 p.m. Eastern time, May 20th, Wednesday, when we go live, we are going to open pre-orders for the Gracchus. Now, this is what we are going to offer with that. First is, we'll grab the right one, right? That would help. So we're going to offer a discount for pre-orders. Okay, so for the full stonewash version, it is going to be $269.99. For the stonewash with belt satin, as well as the blurpinkle with the belt satin, they're going to be $284.99. And then for the full DLC version, this version is going to be $299.99. So those are going to be the prices for the Gracchus in pre-order only. We're going to offer them at a discounted rate for that window. The Gracchus pre-order will be for 30 days and 30 days only. I'm setting it in the website to automatically close after 30 days. At the end of 30 days, production order is being ordered. Okay, so if you want in, get in early, because chances are that there won't be a lot of them. Once the production order is filled, then whatever is left over is what will be a drop after the fact. Okay, and the price will obviously increase because it's post-production at that point. So that's the first part of this. The second part of this is we are going to offer left-handed versions. So for all those southpaws out there that have asked about that, I wanted to let you all know that we are going to offer left-handed versions. So I would definitely strongly recommend that if you are going to do a left-handed version, get in on the pre-order so that you make sure that yours is reserved, because we are only going to be getting a few of every finish in left-handed. Yes, there will be left-handed DLCs, Rooster. So definitely get yourself some. Knives Fast, Casey, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you hanging out, man. So yeah, there's absolutely going to be left-handed versions in every single finish, but we are only going to offer a few of them. We're not going to order a lot because we don't have a whole lot of left-handed people that have reached out to us requesting them, and we just don't want to sit with a bunch of lefties. Since neither one of us are left-handed, it probably wouldn't be beneficial for us to do that. Last portion before we go and see what else Fred has on his table there. The last portion is going to be, we are going to offer in limited amounts a Timascus kit. So for those of you who have asked for a dolled up prettier version, okay, we got you. Okay, and so we already have Timascus pivot collars on the knife. Every one of them will come with Timascus pivot collars. That's a standard part of what this design has. But in addition to that, the full, or I should say 2/3 backspacer that is on this knife, as well as the pocket clip, will be offered in a Timascus kit as well. So Timascus kit will be $100 if you want one. We're not trying to make any money on that. That's just what the cost is to us. So we're just going to get that for you guys. We're not going to order a lot of them. They will be offered during the pre-order as well. If there's not a lot ordered in pre-order, then we're not going to order a lot, but we'll order them based on how the pre-order goes with that, because again, they aren't cheap and not everybody wants them, and we realize that. So I don't want to sit with a bunch of expensive hardware that nobody wants. So just make sure that if you are interested in those things, that you really are going after them because I really don't believe that all these things are going to last super long time. We're offering them at a great price. We're just trying to take care of the community that's taken such good care of us and brought us so much love and a lot of friendships here. So we're really excited. May 20th, 9 p.m. Hang out with us here in the Dragon's Lair. And I'm going to go one step further. That night, just to celebrate, we're going to do a giveaway. No, it is not going to be one of the Gracchus. So just letting you know now, it's not going to be a Gracchus. Okay. But we are going to do a giveaway that night. So we'll have a lot of cool stuff. Somebody will win a really great package of stuff to get. We'll send it to you. So
I say we give away the Timascus set so they have to buy a Gracchus.
That's hilarious. You know, that is funny. That is funny. Oh man, that's absolutely hysterical. Actually, you cracking me up. You're cracking me up.
Clint called it out that I'm left-handed, but Clint, I only write left-handed. I do everything else right-handed. So one of those oddballs.
There you go. There you go. And my father chimed in here. Hold on. Hey, my favorite son, Father's Day is coming soon, and you know which one I really like. Well, there you go. That's a good idea. You know, Father's Day is coming, and you can get him a slot for. Well, my father wants a Blurpinkle. So if you want a really awesome knife for Father's Day, there you go. Get them a pre-order slot for a Gracchus. That's a heck of a Father's Day gift. Good idea for that there for sure. So anyway, you know, Chris and I are really excited. We're really grateful for everybody's support. Fred, I'll say this publicly as well. Thank you, because you helped significantly in the beginning, launching this channel with sharing some of your collection with us and giving us knives to review instead of us having to constantly go back to digging in the wallet and pulling that stuff out, because there was just no way to keep up with that. So thank you for all your help as well, man. I mean, just getting us to where we are today, we couldn't have done it without somebody like you to help launch our channel and get us moving in that direction. So thank you for that, my friend.
Thank you.
So anyhow, I hope everybody is excited as Chris and I are on this. You are going to see some stuff over the next couple of weeks with us posting pretty consistent about reminding folks of the pre-order and everything like that. So, you know, I hope we don't make you crazy with it, but I just want everybody to know, because you all have been on the ride with us all along. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So Fred, you were about to show some stuff on your table a minute ago, and I saw your camera. That's
just what I'm playing with.
He's fidgeting.
I'm always fidgeting.
That's all right.
So Fred, if I wanted to buy, I do not have a double detent. If I bought a double detent, what should I buy?
Well, where again do you live?
Indiana. I could get a double detent sword if I wanted to.
No. The reason I ask is actually there's two cool ones that I like. One is the Vero Neuron or something like that. It's a small Vero. That's a double detent. And the other one is the terrain otter slip fit or something like that. And it's essentially a Teravantium knife.
Gotcha. So it doesn't really cut. It just sounds like it does.
No, it actually cuts. I mean, you can sharpen it pretty well, but it's hard. But it's dendritic cobalt.
Okay.
So there's no way it can actually rust. You could put it in the ocean and leave it there for a year, come back, and it's not rusted.
That's awesome.
Because it's not metal.
I've seen I saw a carbon fiber blade knife recently too. They're really like expanding materials right now, which is pretty wild. And I think it's totally cool. I definitely do think it's awesome. So
the carbon fiber knife blade that you're talking about is this one?
Oh, that's
or a different one.
Maybe the one that I saw was purple, so it's
probably not
entirely
then.
possible that is the same make and model.
I love that colorway, man. That black and green is my favorite.
Yeah, that's cool. So Fred, let me blow this up because what knife is that, Fred?
This is a VC Edge interface.
VC Edge I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
So this guy's name is Jason Van Camp. So he's I think he was like a rocket scientist or something like that. I don't know. He's got some kind of interesting job. Anyway, the whole knife is made out of carbon fiber, and the only thing that's actually metal is the pivot, the little label there, the sliver of blade of M390 that's there, and you could see how thick it is. I don't know if that'll come out. It goes into the carbon fiber.
Oh, yeah. I see
coming out
at the tip.
Yeah. That's how deep it goes into the carbon fiber. The backs, the clip and the lock bar. Everything else is carbon fiber. So it weighs 1.4 to 1.6 ounces, depending on which model of his you have or when in his production run. His issue was that he took a lot of money from people, and then it was like years before you would get your knife. I think he might be caught up now.
Did you see Casey's comment on that?
No. What?
No.
Don't worry about it, Sam. It costs more than your car.
No, actually, it doesn't. Well, I don't know what kind of car you have, but it's expensive. It's an expensive knife, but it's not like the crazy expensive knives that are out there. There's levels.
That's an awesome comment. Thank you, Casey. That's hilarious. Oh, man.
It's a very cool knife.
That is cool, though. I mean, I just like...
And
I'm digging seeing a lot of the new and different stuff that's come lately, right? I think that's the thing has been...
So this one's 3 years old, though. So he's even lighter than this now.
Wow.
That's wild. That is wild. Man.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things coming out.
What's the one on the bottom of your screen now?
I don't know. Everybody loves this one. This is a Zach Perlo.
I handled that in Texas.
Yes.
I love
this is one of my favorites. Like, Zach Perlo is actually one of my favorite makers.
Yeah, I love the look of that. That's gorgeous. How does that feel in the swoosh for the film?
I don't really go up there too often. Like, I'm not, but it's good.
Yeah,
Chris, it feels good, man. I like I said, there's a short on the Instagram. He walked up to me. So Fred walked up to me in Texas and just started like doing one of these, like, here, check this knife out. Here, check this knife out. Yeah. And it was like, it started with like the Cerberus, and then it was that one, and then it was another one, and I was just like, oh my God. Like,
and what was funny is the Cerberus was not mine. So Rob from Rob's Dirty Knife asked me to about a Cerberus, and I'm like, I don't have one, but my buddy has one. He's coming back tomorrow. So I had dinner with my friend, and I said, can you bring the Cerberus tomorrow? He's like, yeah, sure. So he brought it, and he handed it to me at the beginning of the day, and I just handed it back to him at the end of the day, and I showed a few people that knife.
Oh, James, so I don't know if you, when this comment came in, so forgive me if you already got your answer, but Fred had shown that the edge of the blade is M390 and is actually embedded into the carbon fiber on it. So the edge where it takes the abuse on there is M390, is steel. So I would not think that that's too brittle when it comes to that. Now, I mean, I don't know how it is. I wouldn't pry with it or anything like that, obviously. But then again, knowing that it costs more than my car, according to Casey, I wouldn't do that anyway. But I don't think it's going to be super brittle. I'm sure that knife could probably handle some stuff.
Dragoon can't use it for work. He'll drop it off of a ladder. And
the problem is he'll probably forget it's in his pocket.
Yeah, it's so light.
It's so light. It's so light.
Yeah.
And Paul, his newer ones might be that much, but I think his older ones were, I think they were 1,200 when we got it 3 years ago. So I don't know how much they've gone up.
Paul Mills said he thought it was 1,800.
I mean, that might be what the numbers are nowadays. I don't know. I haven't really looked.
Yeah.
I can look.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool
I look at his website right now.
It's a cool knife for sure. I mean, I'd probably
his V3 is 1,790. Starts at 1,790.
Okay, so
but it's sold out.
There you go. Paul was right. 1,800 beans. So yeah, it is. I would have to handle one of those. I think. I don't think I could just drop $1,800 on a knife.
It's like not to use. It's for a collector.
No, I hear you.
Okay,
I wouldn't use.
It's a showpiece. It's a showpiece.
No, I wouldn't use one like that. I wouldn't use one like that.
All four of these knives are users.
I'd use it to tighten screws with.
Yeah, Chris gives me the absolute shakes sometimes because he will purposely do things to drive me crazy. Like he'll take his pry bar and he'll scrape it against his DLC'd Grimsmo Rask, and he'll be like, "Look, it's DLC." Like, I know it's not supposed to scratch, but dude, you know that's a mortgage payment in your pocket right there. Stop it.
Right, but see what's different about a custom knife from a reliable maker / company versus a production knife is if he actually scratched that DLC, he can call up John Grinsmo and say, "You sold me a knife that was DLC and I was still able to scratch it. Can you fix it?" And Grinsmo would say, "Send it to me," and he'd take care of it. Now, getting it to Canada might be challenging, but he would take care of it. And most of the custom knives, if you have a problem, you send it back to the maker and they make it brand new. And most of them don't charge you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old man on the roof.
Very funny.
But you get free shipping on orders over $1,700. You know.
I'm not talking about that knife, but there's plenty of custom knives that are under $1,000.
Yeah, no,
I
know.
Some of our production knives are starting to get up there.
I was just watching the comments, and I think I looked out that I think Southern Cal EDC's in because I called that a thumb swoop, and he did on one of his videos last week, and I corrected him and said that's called a poon spoon, and for a harpoon front there and on his video. So I'm glad he wasn't in here to call me out.
Oh man, I'm sending him an IM in a little while. I'm going to tell him that you screwed up and to look at about an hour into our live and listen so that you can break Chris's balls. So, Matt Maurer, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. And you know, I know we were just chatting a bit, and I was showing off some of the stuff on the Gracchus. So, folks, if I missed anybody coming in and saying hello, I apologize. I'm not ignoring anybody. I just when we're moving along here, it's pretty easy to miss a couple of people here and there. So my apologies if I did. You are loved, and we appreciate you coming in. I just didn't mean to miss you. So hello and welcome, and thank you for hanging out with us.
None for Now gave some pretty good advice too. He said we probably ought to leave out the part that I scratched the DLC with the pry bar. So
yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, hey, John. So I was scratching the Rask with a pry bar, and your DLC failed. Can you fix this?
What's wrong with you?
You know what? By definition, he still should.
Yeah.
Because DLC is supposed to, it means a DLC. Now, the question is, did he send it out to be DLC'd or did he do it in-house?
He does them in-house.
Yeah, so if he does it in-house, then it's his reputation. He wants it to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And you know, Chris, I did something I never thought I would do. When I was switching the blades out on the DLC version, I took the torque spit driver and
you tried.
Wow, I'm surprised you did that too.
He did it on the part that's inside the handle, so you can't see it if it did.
Yeah.
No, I did it on the blade. I did it on the old blade. Once I knew the new one would fit in just fine.
Yeah, there you go. But, you know, I was really impressed by the quality. We didn't test that one, but you know, I think that one of the things I'm really, you know, I've not put my hands on the new blades yet, and I'm looking forward to getting them back by Atlanta so I can do some testing. I know I saw the videos of you cutting Sam, and I'm really optimistic about how well the knife's going to perform. It was good before. I think it's stellar now. So I'm looking forward to playing with it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say this. So I'm not shocked that we lost a little weight on the knife. I am shocked that we lost a measurable amount of weight on the knife. In that sense, but it is still very nicely balanced. It is still extremely good action on this thing. I mean, you could see that right here in my hand. I'm not shaking this closed or anything like that. It's just closing. I will say that with a little bit less weight in the blade, it's a little bit more of a hydraulic drop than it is the way the other blade dropped. So the other blade dropped like a guillotine, and it was pretty vicious. A couple times it's caught me. I'd be a little too far down on the lock bar and it'd catch me. But this one is a little bit easier to control. And I mean, from a Sever 7 perspective, I mean, you do your 3 to 9 and it works really nice. So I'm pretty stoked with this one. And you'll see, you'll get one before Atlanta, Chris, because keep in mind we're only sending out 3.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll send out 3 of the 4, and we'll have one in here for us, and hopefully these guys will turn them around quick. So let's see here. I saw Cat Scratch joined. How's it going, Cat Scratch? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Roger Baker, my boy, how's it going, my friend? Appreciate you coming in and giving us some time tonight. Wheezy3, John, what is up? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little while. And did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so.
Zach, I prefer hydraulic as well. I wanted some guillotines. I've got some guillotines. I prefer to use a hydraulic.
Did you see Faithful EDC's video on your Grimsmo?
Oh yeah.
He was like, I have a new appreciation for what drop shut means. Do you still have all your digits, bro?
Yeah, it moves. So, Fred, let me ask, what got you into knives? What drew you in, and why are you a fan?
Good question. I actually have been enjoying knives since I was in college. My life got very busy and I didn't really follow that passion until I had time. Mm-hmm. So kind of like when I initially retired.
Yeah. Well,
and
yours a busy one.
Yeah. So, and then what happened is I started getting a few knives here and there, and I started playing, and my son got interested in it also, and it became a great father-son thing, and we both kind of like dove in and really started to enjoy it together. Mm-hmm. And
that's nice.
Is Hayden
it's funny because I pulled out.
Is Hayden going to Atlanta with you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we're working 2 different booths.
Oh, nice.
Spread the joy. Nice.
Yeah. Well, he actually has more knowledge about knives than I do.
So Hayden was a lot of fun too, because every time I would run past him in the show, he'd break my chops. So he was fun to hang around with, man. I enjoyed him.
Yeah, he's a character.
Bulldog Smith Farms. Hey, y'all. I go live Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, and run till 8 to lead into Wyvern Kodiak. I do the giveaway at 7. Come hang out. Yeah, if you all aren't watching and hanging out with Bulldog Smith Farms, give him a sub and check him out. He he's growing his channel as well, and give him some love and do some awesome things with this guy, because he is an awesome part of the community. So
I just
thanks for
subscribed.
hanging out with us tonight, Bulldog.
Yeah, I just subscribed, Bulldog.
So yeah, it's interesting. Well, first off, what booth are you working and what booth is Hayden working, Fred?
So I'm gonna do Latama,
Oh,
which
you're
is
doing
what I
Latama
normally
again?
do. Yeah,
Okay.
because James is a friend of mine, and I've been working with him for years now.
Okay.
So, and he's a collector also. So, you know, I cover his booth so he can go out and shop and look at knives and enjoy the show also.
Sure.
But most of it, like the first 2 years, I was only the P break because I didn't know enough about his knives to feel comfortable, and I still don't know about his swords. So he usually has one table of swords and one table of knives. We have a booth this year, so I don't know how that's going to be set up yet.
It's pretty
Figure
cool.
it out, right?
Yeah, and Hayden is working Poikilo.
Oh, nice.
Really? Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Cool.
How did he get in on Poikilo's booth?
Well, we've been dealing with Andy for a long time, since they first came out.
Cool. Yeah, when I was in Texas, I was talking to them, and I had said.
So I don't know how much help they're going to want, but like everybody can use a P break. So if they have people who know their stuff, and like, but a lot of these companies, I mean, I know Poikilo is a great production company. Like their work is really, really, really top notch, and their prices are coincide with that. And that's, a lot of people have issues with that. But the two guys that work their booth are probably, I don't really know for sure, but they're probably vested financially in it, because they really take the time with the presentation of their knives and explaining people their knives, and they're not just trying to sell it. So
yeah,
they don't take help in their booth too much.
I had talked to them when I was in Texas for a little while, and mentioned, I had asked them, you know, who to talk to if we ever wanted to do collaborations and so on and so forth, just
Andy,
future planning,
yeah.
Right? Obviously that's what we do. So, and you know, I got all the information there, and we had a discussion. I had shown him a couple of things, and he had an interest on one of them. And I said, you know, do you want to do it as a collaboration? He said, well, I'd prefer doing it as an OEM, but it's got to make sense for us. And I said, okay, well, what is making sense? Like, what's your minimum order? And he said, would you be willing to order 400 knives? I said, not right now, not without having that upfront, like order process, pre-ordering and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's possible that we can look to them in the future. I mean, their quality is outstanding. I have no
Their quality is outstanding, but I don't know if their quality, I mean, I love the brand. I don't know, as an OEM, I don't know what they've OEM'd for other people.
Yeah,
I know they've made Mundus. I know they make other knives for other companies, but they sell it under them. So Mundus is a different company, but they sell it. Yeah. So is it that you do an OEM for them, but they're also selling it for you?
I wouldn't sign that.
Like half of them you sell and half of them they sell?
Well, if that's the case, then it just needs to be a collaboration, and a financial collaboration at that, if that's the case.
Right. Well, you make a bigger profit on the ones you sell, and they make a small, and you get a piece of what they sell, you know, like, and then you don't have to come up with the money for 400 knives. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but I know that
SRM offered me a collaboration for knives, for budget knives, but what they wanted was a large number. I think their initial offer to me was 1,000 knives.
For you to come up with the money for 1,000 knives.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. Like, dude, I don't have that kind of clout just yet. And he said, okay, well, how about this? Because what if I pay 700 of the knives and you take 300 of the knives and we do it like a collaboration split like that? And it was so that's where I was going with that is I wonder whether or not Poikolo is doing something like that. And again, it could be something different. I don't know. I didn't get that far into it. It was more of just a fact-finding mission on the basics. I'm nowhere near having that conversation there. And for the most part, I have one drawing left that I'm literally like a couple hours worth of drawing left to do before it goes to CAD. And then I think I'm pretty much done drawing for a little while. I'm going to refocus my time to CAD, which is what I had talked to you about the other night. And I mean, we have several collaborations in place. We're working our second OEM. This first one's pre-order is opening on the 20th. I mean, we've got a lot of irons in the fire right now. I don't want to bite off more than I could chew. Let's clear the table a little bit, and then we can get back to doing some other stuff. So, Illuminati Ninja, what is up, my friend? Good to see you.
Is your collaboration with Concept going to be available in Atlanta yet, or you don't know, or definitely not?
No, it's not. They have not even began the prototyping process yet. It will. So, and again, I don't know if it's going to be the same, worse, better than when Casey was doing his stuff. But what Casey told me was from the time he signed his collaboration deal on the Thunderhead to the time it was released was nearly 2 years. So if that's the case, yeah, they're crazy backed up. And I'm getting an email twice a week now of new drops from them. And now that they've expanded into pens and pry bars and stuff like that, you know, their manufacturing facilities on overdrive at this point, I would imagine. So I'm not banking on seeing it in 26, to be quite honest with you. I'd be thrilled if I even saw prototypes at the end of it, but October will be 1 year since Chris and I signed the paperwork for the collaboration. So we'll see whether or not we're there or not. I don't really know. Sever7, what is up, Derek? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you hanging out tonight, buddy.
And I saw your comment about the Sabenza, and man, I love that one. I don't know if Sam passed it along to you or not, but I told him to let you know to go cut something with it. That's where you really see the magic of that one, is it when you're actually using it. So go cut up some boxes, you know, saw down a tree, do what you want. But I think that's where you'll really see the magic in that one.
Yeah, Sabenzas are not for me. There's no fidget factor to that knife whatsoever. And I just don't have appreciation for the slow rollers like you do. And I mean, to each their own, it's cool.
Wow.
The most slowest rolling knife that I have, Derek has right now, which would probably be my old guard. So, yeah. Ron Dobbins, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out.
Hey,
yeah, I can't get into the slow knives. And I mean, Fred, you're not really into those either, right? You need that fidget factor too, right?
Well, yes, but you know, a lot of the slow knives can become like a lot of those washer knives over time become drop shutty and become really phenomenal.
No, you can.
But it takes a lot of time. There is, like, for the Sabenza, my favorite Sabenza I ever worked with or played with was one that was modified by Rainy Valatin, and he made it a dual action, so he made it an automatic, but it was still a manual.
Why?
But the thing is that
why an automatic like that one escapes my brain.
1 minute, because that's what Rainy Valatin does. He converts them to dual action, but when he does that, he makes the bearings so smooth that the knife is completely drop shut. It's completely full of action when you use it in the manual setting.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he does to the bearings, but it's like Bless's knives. Like I never thought Bless's knives were on bearings when I used them. But they are. And they're completely drop shot.
Your Excalibur's been held up in customs for 2 weeks now. Dude, there is nothing suckier than checking your customs log every day to just see it sitting there waiting to be cleared. Like when our blades got into the United States, so they flew into Anchorage, Alaska, and then they came down and they landed in Memphis, Tennessee. And so they didn't do customs in Alaska. They did it in Memphis. And so I thought we were moving and I was like, woohoo, we're going to get our blades real fast. And then they just stalled out for like 4 or 5 days, no movement whatsoever. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was sending Chris all sorts of unhappy messages about like daily, like these guys are killing me. So yeah, I totally get that, man, for sure. Level on up. What is up, Ryan? Appreciate you coming in, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Fred, what's your middle one there? I know that knife, and I can't come up with the name of it.
So this is a Serge Panchenko.
Yes.
It's called a Rook.
Yeah.
And Serge uses Hawk's lock.
Yeah.
So this is the Hawk lock, the same lock that Hawk uses on the Talon.
Nice.
And this steel is a very interesting steel. It's W2.
Very interesting. I don't know. I don't know anything about
it. It's a tool steel.
Interesting. Hey, Steel Boy, R&D yourself right now, will you?
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know anything about it. I'm going to have to look that up. Ironically, I'm playing with this as well. It's just a little bit different than his. So,
Apex.
I'm not into slip joints for the same reason I don't like slow rollers.
Yeah,
I like to.
What's up, Robin? Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you. KR Knives, thanks for coming in, man. Thank you. Appreciate your time hanging out with us tonight. And Help with Gadgets. What is up, my friend? Good to see you.
Hello, Tommy.
I would love to check out one of those Surges. I think that's
well. He has a table at Blade,
nice,
and he will have knives. He will also have a watch probably because he makes watches, which are very cool. And he does a lot of interesting things. I have a really like a very old one too.
How do you like the Hawk lock? I mean, I saw.
Okay. So this is actually called the Orbit, which is a early version of the Rook.
Yep. And is that one
same lock?
Yeah, is that one actually a Hawk? I saw his logo on the scale. Or is that a collaboration with Serge?
It's a collaboration with Serge. See, okay. Serge's logo is there,
yep,
and
gotcha.
Hawk is there.
Okay.
And then this is my my Talon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same lock, but it is actually a little more advanced, I believe. It's just very clickety, and the way it works, like if you actually watch a video of when they take it apart and the mechanisms of which it works is very cool.
Yeah, I've watched a few, and I've played with the Talon, and I tried to buy one on the last drop, and I put it in my cart, went to go, added the payment, went to go submit, and it's like, hey, you have to go do your terms and conditions. So I started clicking through all his terms and conditions, went back to submit and it was gone. And literally it was less than 2 minutes then, and everything was cleared out. So I'll probably pick one up in Atlanta. That one's on my list. But I was going to say if the Surge is every bit as good, then that might.
Well, the problem is the Surge is also much more money.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's that looked to me different than anything I have in my collection, and that would be very welcome.
It is very unique in the way it looks. There's no other knife that is like that.
Yeah, I'm loving. Look how thin it is at the pivot, or just at the end of the scale. Yeah, again, the whole thing, I'm loving it, and I love the finish on it. I know it's not rusted, but it looks just like it's been.
Well, that's this one is like that exactly.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
So, Fred, question for you, since I see you've got your Protean right there on the desk there.
Mm-hmm.
Your Protean, can you front flip that thing, or is it too? Is your detent too much?
Wow.
Yeah, you can. I've got to polish the ramps and stuff like that on mine. I'm gonna have to take it apart and whatnot because the detent on mine is absolutely insane, like to the point where, yeah, you destroy. I mean, you remember in Texas, I ripped my thumb open trying to front flip it because it did not want to move.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Jared Neve was like, "Hey, I see you're wearing one of those super skin band-aids," and I was like, "Yes, sir," but I didn't even cut my finger. That's the worst part about it. Like, at least it would have been so much cooler if I would have been like, "Yeah, I dropped the blade on my thumb or something like that." No, I tore it on freaking jimping. Like, you dork.
Yeah.
So my first blade show cut was actually a custom knife maker stabbed me with the knife I had just bought. When he handed it to me, it was slightly open.
Cool.
And he stabbed me. So like I had a pretty good cut, and I put a Band-Aid on it, and I'm walking and have this Band-Aid, and Mike from Aurora Knives, you know, the truffle, he looks at my finger and he goes, "I have the right Band-Aid for you." And he takes out this Band-Aid, and the Band-Aid says on it, "Blade Show Battle Scar."
Yo, he has awesome Band-Aids. Mike is hilarious. That dude is such good personality. I adore
it was
him.
So funny. So I'm walking around with like the Battle Scar label on my finger.
Yeah. Ramses, thanks for coming in, man, for doing what you do best in here all the time, spending all your efforts making sure that everybody gets their channels out and information out there, man. You're the best. I appreciate you so very much. So have a great night, my friend, and we will catch you later on.
What's the bottom one you got there, Fred?
Oh, that's one, another Perlo. That's a different model of his. This one's called the Multipass. Gotcha. And this one I actually made with him.
Nice.
So
Lilu
Sam,
Multipass?
Pardon?
Lilu Multipass? Is it?
Exactly. Actually, his knives are Multipass, Dude, Deuterino, Upgrade, Mayhem, and Boomstick.
Right on.
I love that. Again, man, you pulled out some that just.
So this one here, we actually went with blocks of material to his shop, and this is what ended up coming out.
Nice. Did you design it on the fly?
No, this is his. This is his design, but we bought the Damascus. So that's a Baker's Forge Copper My Damascus. This is crystal titanium. And then the backspacer, the liner is blackened titanium. You could see it on here because it's got a lock in there, the liner lock. We only put like little speed holes to see the backspacer, but on this one we completely shadow boxed it so you can see. So when you close it, you can actually see inside the Damascus coming in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the backspacer and the clip are the same Damascus billet.
I love that.
So, Paul, you actually beat me to that question because that was what I was just about to ask the same question. So, brilliant minds think alike. Fred, have you ever thought about making your own knife?
So, the truth is, no. I don't have I know what I like, but it would be basically a combination of like 18 different knives that I have. And the question is it too close to will it end up being too close to the other knives I have? And I don't know. I want this to be fun and not a job.
No, I
don't want the responsibility of making it a job, because then it takes away from my fun.
No, that's totally cool, and that's completely respectful. I think for me, it's my creative outlet to draw these things, I guess. Right? My wife is a quilter, and she is really big into doing custom quilting, and she has found a huge passion in it, and she's turned it into a business. But she's still, like, every day she's watching videos. She's still got a ton of passion for this type of stuff. So for her, it's like a creative outlet. And she always said, for years and years and years, she said to me, like, I wish you can find something like I did quilting that would give you that creative outlet, that something. And so when I found this, is there a lot of work? Now
she's upset you did it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of work involved in it, but at the same time, I still have an awful lot of passion for it. I still have a whole lot of drive to keep doing things. And, every day I'm like, my brain starts going and I'm like, oh man, I got to design this. I'm like, nope, you got to take a break, man. You got to take a break. So like, I'll do like something really quick and do like a horrible chicken scratch sketch on paper just so that it stays in my head somewhere. And then I'll put it in a folder and I'm like, okay, this is to do later. So
this is actually what we do most of the time when we go to shows now, is we have been hunting, like stuff like this and this.
Oh, yeah.
And, like different newer Damascus. And just these billets, because this is what we use. This is what will come out, and we can make our pieces of our knives out of this. Yeah. Or like this one here, which is a bacon.
That's nice.
Neil McKenzie, what's up, man? Thank you.
So that's kind of like what we've been doing. And then, Hayden's a purple boy.
Paul cut himself. Come on, man. Rookie. No, I'm kidding. As I have my finger with my Band-Aid over here. I'm just breaking chops, but that's pretty funny.
My medic, that's the Band-Aid of choice.
I introduced them to them to Fred while I was in Texas. He walked up and he said, "Do you have a Band-Aid?" I said, "I have the best Band-Aids in the world."
Yeah, he says, "I have the Band-Aid."
Those
and guess what I bought?
A bunch of those, yeah.
I bought a bag of those to keep in my backpack.
Yeah,
my Blade Show backpack.
Probably 2008. Yeah, probably 2018 or 2019. I had a subscription to one. It was a knockoff battle box thing. I shouldn't say knockoff. They had nice stuff, but that was in there. I forget the name of it, but that was in there, and I started using those, and I almost cut my finger off at the Blade Show last year, and I had one of those in the bag, and it's probably the only reason I didn't need stitches is if I had a lesser. I don't know that I could stop the bleeding.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. B Shady, what's up? The Jake in the house. What is up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, I am. So last year, Chris is fidgeting with a knife in our hotel room. I am literally walking into the bathroom to go take a shower. And all I hear just as I'm walking through the bathroom door is, "Oh, shit." And I stick my head back out, and he is holding his arm up like this, and there's just blood running from his hand. And I'm like, "Oh, what did you do?" He's like, I cut myself bad.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what I did. I know what you did.
Well, I'm fortunate that I have access. So I have like Steri strips. I have like Dermabond in my bag and my Blade Show bag.
Yeah, you got a couple more things than we do.
I have access to a few more toys.
I've never used these, but
yes. So those are basically they're two Band-Aids, and then you have like a ratchet system to bring the two sides together.
Yeah. So,
but understand that if you put that on, you still want to put like a clear dressing over it.
gotcha.
That'll put things, but that'll put your skin back together, but it's not going to protect it from getting an infection.
Gotcha.
So you would still want to like cover it up.
Have a bandage. Yeah.
Just so you know, like it's good, but it's not protective from the other thing.
Gotcha.
And I think, they should probably do like a tetanus clinic also at the show.
Good idea.
You're wrong.
Let's do tetanus shots while we're here.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You're getting cut and there's
Walk behind the curtain, get stuck in the butt.
Yeah, you're getting cut and likely there's hepatitis floating around here. So
well, the thing is that like one of the problems of the U.S. medical system is that we do really good childhood vaccination programs because of schools, but we don't have adult vaccination programs.
Yeah.
Just rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So when I was swapping the blades out, 2 days ago, right now, it was 2 days ago on the Gracchus. So as soon as I had everything done, I cleaned up all the blades, all my fingerprints were all over it. So I used some of that KPL, like that milky white solution stuff that you spray on the blades. You let it, you rub it in, and then you clear it off. There's a joke in there somewhere. I got it.
No, I was
no. That's actually Tri-State calls it that.
Is that what he calls it? I just
not what is that? I think he calls it like knife semen.
Yeah,
I've seen.
I was laughing at Cart Balsam's
marketing tip: don't talk about cutting off your finger during a pre-sale. Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about cutting my finger off. My knives don't cut people's fingers off. They just cut boxes, paper, and rope, ratchet straps, and leather. But your fingers will be just fine. Buy my knife.
They might be in the box.
Yeah. We've got traction. The one I cut myself with had no traction.
Yeah, it was. But the other night, I swap all the blades out, clean everything up, and I'm like, I'm going to take a nice picture of the knives now that I have all the fresh blades on there, so I could send it to Chris and show him what the lineup looks like and everything. So I go and I take this whole, I clean everything up. I'm literally down to, well, it would have been this knife. So I'm literally down to cleaning the very end of the knife. So the last quarter of an inch of the knife. And I don't know what I was doing, but I went like this right across it and just cut my finger. And I was like, really?
Complacency. If you had stopped at 2 knives, you'd have been fine. After that, you became an old pro and you started flying through and you're ready to be done.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was at the point of, so they have Best Tech did a really cool captive pivot system on our knife, and it's like a toggle and notch system rather than a D system like you've seen before. And so if you don't turn the pivot just right, it won't seat properly. And so when you're putting it in and you're trying to get the knife to go in, you're putting the blades in there, the pivot kept on falling out on me because, I got big old mitts for fingers and I just working with little parts. You know how it goes, Chris. And so by that point, I was absolutely done.
There's a joke in there if you're searching for it.
Yeah. Don't search for it. That's all I'm saying. You're the only one. You're the only one that has to point that out, buddy. Thank you.
I figured you did it on purpose. I didn't think that was an accident.
No, but you're really quick to call me out on those.
Now I like the captive pivot system on it. When I pulled it apart, that was one of the things I really liked. You know what I haven't done, Sam? I don't know if you have or not. I've not put any skiffs on the Gracchus yet. It was working fine without. There was zero blade play, so I was like, man, I'll pick up a few more balls. But the friction was almost exactly where I wanted it anyway.
That's why I didn't. I'm thinking about doing it only because of the fact that I'm curious what it's going to be like, but not because I feel that it needs to have it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd like to be able to know the size and be able to let folks know what size skiffs people would get if they're interested in doing it, because I am sure that there's going to be some folks that are going to want to skiff the thing.
Right.
As a matter of fact, when we send ours out, I'd probably be willing to bet you that by the time it gets through Lefty's hands, that it's going to get skiffed.
I sent my skiff made blade in for for a spa treatment. I'll measure these and then I'll order some for us. But you're right, Lefty will probably swap it out and do it right away. But yeah, I will, when I communicate with Skiff, I'll have them throw a few of them in our box or in my box.
I'm 99% sure, just based on, well, first off, I know that we're a 6mm pivot for sure.
Yeah.
So, because I requested that based on the thickness of the blade, I wanted a 6mm pivot.
Yeah.
Second is that based on just taking them apart the other day and knowing sizes from swapping out so many of them, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 6 with a 1mm.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah.
I've never skiffed any of my knives. They sometimes come with skiffs, but I've never actively done it. And most of the time, I don't really feel I need to with the knives I bought. At least my keepers.
Yeah. There's been several that I changed out and went, it didn't really add anything. And so then I figured out that the ones that it made the biggest impact were ones that had any kind of blade play in it. If there was just a little bit of slack in there, a little too, I could move it because the tolerances were set too far apart, and the skiff fills that out nicely typically.
So
yeah, and Steve Skiff Jr. lives 15 minutes from me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
And I've never been to his shop, and I travel to people's shops. I've never been to the shop.
15 minutes away. Yeah.
Yeah.
The skiff knife that you sent in, when did you get it in, or when did you send it in?
They received it 2 weeks ago today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's been there for a little bit.
Did you send it to Poughkeepsie? Or
yes.
Did you send it to? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder who actually fixes it, because it's a father-son team.
Yeah, and
Steve Senior makes everything, and Steve Junior puts it together.
Yeah.
So I don't know who does the spying. I assume it's going to be Steve Junior.
Yeah.
Milton, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in and hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Yeah.
Did you see Sever Seven's comment, Chris?
Went and cut up a box and another. Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, I told you, man. That's the experience of it. Is it's so thin behind the edge, but it doesn't feel like a laser beam, but it just feels so controlled and steady. I love it. Fred, that's before you come to town. Let's go see Oz.
His new shop.
Yeah.
Well, I will be there if he does another Makers.
Yeah.
That was my favorite shop. My favorite show.
Yeah.
Then again, I tell you, I love the social aspect, and they made it so socially convenient the way they set up that show.
So Trish Mo Patty, she keeps saying that Oz Machine's going to be doing a Makers this year. I can't find a dang thing.
Okay, so for one, they haven't announced it, and for two, I've spoken to 4 makers who have been to the previous. Okay, 4 custom knife makers who have been to the previous Makers, Okay.
I'm following.
Who have not received any information. So if he hasn't given them information to make knives to sell, like even like an expected, we're thinking of doing it in October. So if you could start getting stuff ready for October-ish, and we'll let you know when we have final dates. I can't, I assume he's got to give them 4 or 5 months.
Easily, for sure.
Especially since
I know Donnie
custom, they're
Bless
not production.
Donnie Bless even said that he would consider going to the makers on that one. That was a show that he had interest in. So, and I told him that would be a great show for him for sure. So yeah,
I was hoping they'd give me dates because my family were traveling out of the country and my dates were still flexible. And I guarantee you, I'm going to buy tickets and he's going to put the date right in there. Because that's what happened with the Kentucky show last year.
Make sure you have refundable tickets.
No. Once I book, and my wife will not let me, and my kids will not let me.
What's going on, Terry? Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you.
Where are you headed to? Do you guys have plans to go someplace specific?
South Korea this year.
Nice.
We do a family trip somewhere away every year. It occurred to me about 5 years ago that I have to do this because I have the energy, I have the money, I have the time. Do it now before it becomes too inconvenient or difficult to do it. So every year we do something.
I was waiting for a country where I could guess the knife company that you were going to go visit, but I've got nothing for South Korea.
No. And the truth is, we did Japan last year.
Oh, wow.
And folding knives in Japan are like, the only thing they really have is Rockstead, which is not my thing. I mean, they're okay, but they're not my thing. Which we went to the big shop that sells Rocksteads, but Rockstead themselves would not let us come to the shop. And then Duhara, Kojihara are the only 2 custom folding knife makers I actually know. And we have their knives, so I wasn't going to go there. So bought 2 kitchen knives.
There you go.
You got some Japanese Damascus though too, didn't you?
Yes. I bought a billet of Japanese Damascus and a billet of regular Japanese steel.
Do you have that now, or did you bring it to the maker that you're planning to have them make customs with yet?
You know what? It's probably in our bag in Atlanta because we were gonna give it to the maker in Texas and totally forgot. And he's gonna be in Atlanta, so we're gonna give it to him in Atlanta.
Gotcha. Okay, I was gonna say if it's handy, I'd love for you to show it, but no problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good, dude. You got enough to show. I think you're not.
And our materials are not organized well. We have it in I have it in like a big duffel bag type of thing. The thing weighs like 80 pounds.
Paul Mills, how many knives would you say you have, Fred? Just curious.
I can tell you exactly what I have because I'm like very OCD.
Fred has a crazy spreadsheet of all his knives, and then on top of that is he has them color coded so that he knows where they are and what steels they are and everything. I mean, Fred does what we've talked about doing at some point, but we never actually do.
I've got a spreadsheet, but it's out of date most of the time. I work on about every 6 to 8 weeks. Hey, real quick, 1931 Terry. I hope your knife is in the works, buddy. I love that design when I saw it. It's been a while since I've seen you in here, but man, that was...
Which one, the Orlock or a new knife?
Oh, do you remember the name, Sam? He sent us one.
Yeah, he sent me a drawing behind the scenes, so I don't...
this one.
No, not that.
It was a monster. It was absolutely... It's not a Fred knife. It is huge.
Yeah, no, it is not a Fred knife.
This one was his prototype to his... one.
I love it. I love that. Yeah, his style is really speaks to me.
No one has picked up the Il Monstro. Yeah, that's what it was. So
So
yeah.
how big is it? Because like the really large ones, it's hard to sell them.
Yeah,
They have a much smaller N of people that are willing to buy them. I mean, I think that what was his name? Concept had a big knife. I think the Soulstone or something like that.
I know the Bison. I don't know the Soulstone.
Yeah, I know the Bison.
And it was huge. It was bigger than the Bison.
Yeah,
and it just didn't sell. It just did not sell.
Right now, I would say if you're going to get a big knife design in right now, it's about now. It'd be the best time. And reason why is that you have some companies putting out some very large pocket knives, especially like, I just did that review on that kooky. Oh yeah, but I'm talking about even bigger than that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Lefty's talking about putting a mega growler out. He's talking about putting a tall boy XL out. He's talking
actually
about
he's got the super big boy out. It's a 5-inch blade. He has a prototype of it already, I think.
Yeah, he said he's going to be having some in Atlanta. As a matter of fact, he said he's going to have some like one-off, really high-end custom ones that are going to be being available for sale in Atlanta. So I think
of the mega big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, too big for me.
Yeah, but he's talking about big money too on those because they're one-offs. But
they're prototypes.
So. Yeah, I carry this one.
It is deceptively large for the way it feels in your hand.
Yeah,
it actually doesn't feel as large as it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a. So there you go, Katuo Soulstone.
It was Katuo. I'm sorry, not yes, it was the Soulstone.
And by the way,
thank you.
Welcome in, Thomas. Appreciate you coming in, man, and thank you for
Thomas. Who is the person who made that? It's funny because I met him and I actually went to his home and spent time with him, and the name is escaping me right now. But it just was too big.
Yeah, it is. It's some of these things are monsters, but it seems to me like this year it's been
Beard of Doom. Thank you, Sever.
I feel like this year has been a lot more pocket sword sized pocket knives coming out, and they're doing well. I mean, you see that? What is it? The Thor 6?
Yeah.
Right.
That's an integral too.
Yeah, I just did the review on that one. And I mean, it's a super cool knife. It's not something I think I'd want to buy, but I could certainly appreciate the manufacturing that's gone into it and whatnot. I mean, you got to be a pretty damn good machinist to be able to pull that one off. So it's impressive.
I think that's what they're trying to show. That company is, their machining capabilities is outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Paul says he's on the books for his first custom. Nice.
Very cool.
Satu Dave's origin. Very cool. Very, very cool. I am not on any books right now. I have still a bunch of other knives that I want before I get on books. But when I do.
But the thing is that when you say you're not on the books, but you want to buy the same knife. So the question is, if you're not in a rush, why not? I know the knife I don't know if you were okay with me saying what knife is your grail for okay. You had told me you want to get the Hog House.
Yeah.
You could theoretically contact them and get on their books to actually have them make you one to your specs, your color, your design language, and have him deliver to you in Atlanta. Already pre-bought, at your exactly what you want, and then you're not worried about not getting it or not get. Like books, like some companies have their books open, they're okay with you buying them, and it's not that you're not buying custom knives, you're just not ordering them to that specificity.
That's hilarious.
Did you see? It's dog one. We use a Medford to anchor the boat on the rapids.
Heart Balsam, 888 subscribers. Lucky day to announce the pre-order according to Eastern beliefs. There you go. I like that. I like that thought. That's cool. Very, very cool. Which, you know what that means? That means that we are going to have good luck and good fortune. Well, not fortune, because we're not trying to rake anybody over the coals for money. But we're going to have good luck with the sale on that. So that should be very cool.
I just took a look. Yeah, I just took a look. We're at 888 subscribers.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
And I see we're at 49. I know we've kicked over 50 a few times in here, so we've got a pretty steady crowd in here. So if you haven't hit that like button, do me a favor, make sure you do that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. We are pushing so hard to try and get to 1,000 subscribers. As you just saw, we're at 888, so 112 away. We are within firing distance. So
the goal is before Blade Show.
Yeah,
I would love to get there before Blade Show. I would love to get there before Blade Show. Saber, so the BRB5, the Blaurock that's coming out. So, I've reached out to Jan again because he is still holding a fixed blade of mine as well. So I have a BRB4 fixie with him that he still has of mine. So I'm waiting.
Is he going to make it to Blade Show or not?
He's not on the. I haven't heard back from him. I only sent him a message a few days ago.
So I think that the Germans are having a hard time getting their stuff here. So they could come, but to get their knives here has been difficult.
What's the reason?
There's a custom knife maker that I want to get from Germany. And his problem is, he's like, it might cost less for me to fly the one knife to you than to actually send it to you.
Why are they having a hard time getting into the country?
Though they can come in, but for some reason they're having a hard time getting their knives out and in.
Wow.
Yeah. So if he was coming, I would tell him to bring it, and I would also tell him to bring a BRB5 because, truthfully, I would take that over the Veli because Blaurock happens to be my favorite.
Got it.
I would own everything of theirs.
Well,
heck, I don't like slip joints, and I even offered to buy a slip joint of his, so just to have his collection.
I actually contacted him because this other custom knife maker, I put them together to see if they could collaborate on bringing stuff together, like getting a large enough shipment to get it brought together.
That'd be cool. Lou is,
and that's when he told me he wasn't coming.
From 1K. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to Bluminati Ninja, make sure that you're subscribing to Bluminati Ninja's channel and make sure you're part of the dojo.
And now he is making content again. He's
been on
hiatus because of the storm, but I've seen some really cool content recently from him. Everybody should go and watch him.
Jake, I did not buy one initially, but what I did was I talked to Lefty, and Lefty had put one in the pass around group, and I laid claim to the one that's in the pass around group. So I have to wait a few months until everybody passes it around before it gets back to me. But I get it at a discount because it's basically, handled by 24 people by that time. So, yes, I have one, but I don't have one yet.
I'm on that list.
Yeah, there you go.
That was like the one that I jumped on. I was like, I need to.
Fred will play with it. Fred will play with it, and he'll let me know if it's any good.
I actually played with the prototype like a year ago.
I hear it's a fantastic knife. So,
like a year ago.
One Moon Collective, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight.
Check out Sever's comment.
I see that. I see that.
The surge. Yeah.
I can't imagine. Actually, I would want Brian Winters to work with Hawk more than Serge, because Hawk is actually the one that designs the locks. Serge is much more of a perfectionist in making things, but he's not the engineer there.
There are many weddings in
Hawk,
China.
Hawk actually, thinking about this, Hawk actually beat Marfione in a lawsuit. So
yeah, I was happy for that.
Sorry,
me too. I have the shirt.
Yeah.
Did you see the shirt in Atlanta last year? Did you get one?
I did not get one of the shirts.
He was giving them away to everyone, and the shirt basically said on the back, "We innovate, they imitate."
Nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of weddings in China on 888. Yeah, that's like a feng shui thing, right? Isn't that like that whole thing? I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
The first night game in Wrigley Field was 8888.
And
I just remember when I was a kid it coming on, and you know, I was watching the game, and it was the first night game at Wrigley. I just remembered them going, "That'll be a trivia question one day." 8888, and just stuck with me.
So Brian Winters has an out the side auto that opens and closes with the button, like an out the front.
I saw it.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing is sick.
And he wouldn't put it out for sale because he said too many people cut themselves at Blade Show 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I said, it's a knife. You have to take the understanding that you might cut yourself with a knife. You know, I'm like, it's not on you to make sure that they don't cut themselves because they don't hold it right.
Well, and the funny part about it is, like, I don't know, in case you're absolutely absent-minded and completely blind to the fact that virtually every table in Blade Show has Band-Aids all over them. Like, they just keep them there. You are touching knives all day long, dozens and dozens and hundreds of knives. Somebody's going to get cut. It's going to happen.
Brian is so innovative.
For me, yes, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I mean, what was it? Lily was her name at the Kunmu booth that helped you out?
Stitched me up, yeah.
Yeah, because Chris couldn't take we couldn't take Chris anywhere. I mean, that dude literally looked like a walking nightmare last year in Atlanta. I mean, he had like a Band-Aid on every finger like this because he kept on cutting himself. And
well, actually, I put a Band-Aid on my thumb to prevent me from cutting my skin doing the front flipping on all the knives. So I preemptively put a Band-Aid on.
So here's what happened. My first one I was using, I did an MSI, and I wanted to flip it down to close it, and it pinched and cut me right on my palm. So then I was holding everything else a little bit different, right? And that's where I cut my finger in the hotel room that night. So now I had the cut on my palm and the cut on my finger. And so when I went to go close one of the knives at Kunwu, it was out of position how I normally would do it, and it clipped me also. And yeah, so that's how I turned into those 3 cuts being my whole. That was an outstanding look.
Jake, I'm gonna give him one of those steel mail chain mail gloves
or catcher's mitts, or kids mittens. So I can't use my fingers.
He's gonna be walking around with the gauntlets on his hands like a freaking knight.
That's a great name, Robin.
Winterhawk.
Oh, Winterhawk. Yeah.
The Winterhawk. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I'd be down to see it for sure. The Gray Walker.
Oh, well, that's the one that's the out the side auto open and close, which I've never seen a one that closes. And he actually showed me the mechanism. It's ingenious, like the way he did it.
Are you an out the front guy, or do you like autos, Fred?
No.
Yeah.
So I live in New York, so it's not really something I can carry. But then, so I don't necessarily like it. I have one in my collection,
Gotcha.
and it's a Rainy Valentin dual action. So it's a manual and an auto, and it's
nice.
truly funky.
Yeah,
Mick Ranger. What's up, Mick? Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Here,
I like to flip them. This has been my newest one to play with.
Hang on a second, Chris. Let me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's the EMP.
Oh, that's the EMP EDC Pulse.
Yeah, and it's snappy. So I've had a couple times where it is knocked off track, and it's interesting. This is the only one I've been able to do, but I can just flick it and put it right back on track again. My other ones, I've got to pull them into position and get them going. So yeah, I don't like the clip on this. I love everything else about it.
So this is the one I was talking about.
Sorry, Fred. What happened with the clip the other day, by the way? You sent me a picture with the clip off.
I took it off because I was going to sand behind it and maybe even put some epoxy in there to get like a hard, plastic. But he did have there is a pad behind it. The clip is so tight that it just doesn't, my jeans are too thick. It doesn't go in and, over it. I've got to use both hands to pull it in and out of the pocket without tearing my jeans. So I was going to sand behind it, make it smooth. But like I said, there's already a flat pad back there. It's just, I'll probably have to.
That's why you were saying you owe John an apology on your text message. Now I understand your text message a little more. I thought you broke the clip. I was like, what happened?
No. I pulled it off. All right, what do you got there, Fred?
So this one here is that Rainy Valentin I was saying. So this is like a very funky knife of his, but so it's a manual.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a liner lock.
Oh,
right?
Hang on. We're getting this bigger because this is something different.
Right. So it's a liner lock, right?
Yeah.
But then it's also there's a button right there. It's also an auto.
Nice.
And so the trick is when you do the auto, when it comes down to here, you have to reload the spring.
Yeah.
And then it's loaded, and now it's a manual again.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So it's both. And this is the mechanism he does for the Sabendas. Like he'll modify other knives to have that mechanism.
That's cool.
But this is actually one that he made it from scratch. This is not a modified from another knife. This is one of his own customs.
And you said
what's that handle material? What's that inlay? Is that?
Oh, this is Mammoth.
Mammoth
Mammoth molar, yeah.
Nice. Did you say he does that with the Sabenza?
He'll do it with almost any knife you give him. Yeah, and he's well known for a Sabenza with it's called a Valentin conversion. So it's his kids now run the business and they do it also.
Fred,
and this is the mechanism that they're over. Rainy Valentin.
Rainy, R-A-M-Y?
Rainy, R-A-I-N-Y, I believe.
Oh, Rainy. Like, okay. Rainy Valentin.
Yeah, I believe so. Valentin.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Interesting.
And yeah, it's just. Yeah, I mean, I normally see it on like you'll see a lot of his stuff on like Arizona Customs.
Yeah, Mick, it's just Mammoth. Like,
yeah. Well, this one was from a saber tooth that
that died in 400 BC.
Remember when they show our boy from Phil was selling? He had a mammoth femur or something that he was selling for scale handles. Remember? They didn't even bring knives from A.G. Russell. They just brought the stuff.
He just does handle material at the shows now.
Yeah.
I hope they're there again. I'd like to see Phil again.
Who's that?
A.G.
Russell.
Yeah. So I mean, we use Morphaholic a lot. There's a lot of companies that are just do handle materials. I mean, I think this is probably our coolest handle material right now.
Oh, Paul. Dang, man.
I love that. What handle material is that?
This is called NTPT.
Never heard of
and
it.
So basically you can look it up. It's like it's a type of camo quartz. It's like a very high end. The problem with this is that it's impossible to get now because the entire supply in the world is owned by one person now. And he only wants to put it on his watches.
I was going to start to look it up, and then I went, nah, not any longer.
Yeah, so it's Richard Meal is the name of the watchmaker that owns the entire supply.
That's pretty wild. That's really cool. Fred, did you see Paul Mills' comment? He said he picked up a Cortex Mini Prototype #1.
That's awesome.
That is an awesome pickup, Paul. That is really, really cool.
Check out Mick Ranger's.
What's that?
Check out Mick Ranger's comment at 11:07. No, go down a couple. You really want to fire Mike watching.
Fred's collection is what most collectors all just want to get to. It's even a portion.
And there are many people that have much better collections than me.
I'm sure they do, but that's just not. It's not a common thing, Fred. I mean, we're around an awful lot of knife people, and I mean, you've got a pretty insane collection, man.
Fred's is your favorite collector's favorite collector?
Yeah, my favorite collector's favorite collector. What's
so
that?
This is an original Cortex.
Nice. It's interesting.
That's sexy.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's right up your alley, Sam.
And that milling, that micro milling. Well, this is milling, but it's fine milling on the handle. That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
that's stunning for sure. Sever says his favorite exotic material will always be meteorite. Meteorite is really cool. It's just that I think it should be used in small amounts because of its weight, because of there's an awful lot of iron in it and stuff. So it's just things to think about on it, but it's cool. It is definitely a really cool thing. Heck, I have it in my wedding ring. So I mean, it's definitely a really cool thing. And then Fred, that's the Strix that you lasered right there, right?
That's correct. We no longer have that other Strix.
Oh, yes. That's beautiful.
So this is a production one that we lasered.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really, really
But
cool.
Since we got the Bantam, we decided to let our original, I think it was #4 or something like that, go to a friend of ours that has been wanting it for like 4 years. And we told him if we ever let it go, it's his.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
And
Metal Relic Art. Ron Crow is sitting at $6.99. So Metal Relic, can you put his channel in here? You're a mod, so you have mod status. You can drop links and stuff in here. Put Ron Crow's information in here, man. And if anybody is not subbed to Ron's channel, give him a subscribe, man. He's a really good dude. He does some fun stuff. He does lives a lot. So go hang out with him. He's a fun part of the community.
Ooh, I like that too. What is that, Fred?
So this actually is also a Craig Brown. This is one of his first knives ever.
Nice. You're pulling out stuff and like I got things made out of.
So this is old, and this is a very simple knife. This was not an expensive knife at the time. You know, he was a very young maker at the time. We like to find makers when they're first starting out. Like Zach Perlow, when we first, you know, kind of heard about him and found him, you know, nobody really knew that much about him. Edgy Blade Works, when we found him, also not many people knew about him. You know, it's great to get in like early. And there's a whole new group of very young, very talented knife makers out there.
Yeah. So Fred, in the chat, just so you know, like there's a lot of people saying like, you know, thank you for showing off what you're showing off. And, you know, I saw mine and Milton said, you know, that he met you at the New York Custom Knife Show and it was just heater after heater that you were showing. And Paul Mills said sick after sick.
We met Milton for lunch somewhere.
So
and, not for the show. We just met him. He was driving down from something, and we just stopped and met him. Yeah, no, I mean, we love our knives. We love our collection. We love talking to people who are into it. We don't mind sharing and you know, expanding it. The community is phenomenal. You know.
Check out Bulldog's comment at 11:11.
Yeah, no problem. Where
at 11:11, Bulldog.
I picked up rail Finch El Camino and highly sought after green jigged bone. Eat my dust, suckers. Nice. Oh man, you know, and it's funny because
I'm already subscribed to him.
Yeah,
that's all I can do. I can't do anymore. I can tell people do it.
Yeah, let's get everybody behind him. Ron works real hard on his channel. I love the guy. He's always in here supporting everybody else. I hope everybody can give him some support too. He's really a good dude. And it's funny that Bulldog, you talked about the Grail thing, and it's an interesting conversation that we've had several times, not only on the channel, but I did a somewhat short video a while back, basically titled "What is a Grail?" And I think to each and every person, a Grail is totally different. It means different things. What isn't a Grail? You know, holding up something like a Blaurock and saying, "Is this a Grail?" Well, at the time, for me, when I just got it, that was my Grail. And before that, you know, I held up, I think it was like an EMP EDC or something like that. I was like, is this a Grail? Well, for somebody who really can only typically buy $70 knives or less, when you get a chance to get a $325 knife or whatever, that could be a Grail to them. So Grails are just one of those unique things, but at the same time, I also feel like once you get a Grail, it's always a moving target, right? I've gotten what I wanted, so now I have to put a new Grail in its place. What do I want now?
More dopamine, please.
More dopamine.
Yeah, so yes. I was going to say that also. It is a moving target.
Yeah,
and it can get crazy moving target. Okay.
Yeah,
and I've already discussed. So my son and I think I've made this pretty public. We really only put 10% of the money into knives now of what we buy. So we have to sell knives to be able to buy new knives. So someone asked me how many knives I had in my collection. Okay. So currently my collection is 199 knives.
We need to get you to 200, Fred. That's unacceptable.
No. It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
I'm kidding. I know you're trying to downsize a little bit and get more real on that.
Okay.
Paul says down with the sickness. I say that's blasphemy, Paul. Don't speak like that.
So, and we have it broken down, like how many customs, how many we got on loan. So 20 of those are on loan from me from companies or people, but I still track them. So yeah. They are going back to the companies. Okay. 8 of them are prototypes, but we are constantly moving things. So, and I can go back knives that I've sold over the last 5 years. Okay. I am at up to 638.
Wow. Wow.
So because I keep track of who I sold it to, like where it went, things like that, because that way, it's kind of like accounting. So
yeah, for sure.
And we really do try to move things along like before a show. So we have a little like army of money to buy things when it's time for a show.
Understandable. And look, that is a smart idea. I think if I had that many knives to move around like that, I probably would think about doing the same thing. But I don't keep a very large collection. Personally, I've just honed my collection down. Right, I've gotten rid of a bunch over the last year.
But you are getting rid of them. But that's what I'm saying. You are moving them along. You are. So like we have a numeric system on our list. We have 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. So the 5s are never going. Like and when we first started selling, we got in trouble because a lot of people did not like our pricing schemes, because our pricing was not actually based on what the knife was worth. Our pricing was based on what is it worth for me to get rid of this knife?
Yeah.
So we actually said, these are knives we are interested in selling, and you're going to get a good deal. And there were a bunch of knives. These knives we really don't want to sell, but if you get at least this price, we'll sell. Yeah. These we do not want to sell, but if you overpay us, we'll sell. And these you have to pry out of our dead hands.
Yeah.
And that's reasonable. At least you're upfront about it, and as to your reason why. It's one thing when you say it that way. It's another thing when you just think, like when you see these people on Blade Binge and they think that they're going to get like $900 for a Best Tech Taipan because they sold out. I'm like, I don't know what crack you're on, dude, but I'll just wait 5 or 6 months until they come back in stock.
You say that, but this Strix that I got for $350, I put $150 into it to get the lasering and all this stuff done, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this Strix, the $350 one, that's what it cost when I first got it. They were selling for $700-800 on the secondary, and people were buying it.
I know they are
for the plain Jane. So there is a FOMO. I know exactly, and you probably paid the second run. I think they were like $400 or close to $400, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right now, there's a Knives misdemeanor on eBay for $2,300.
Yeah. And I tell you something. I had a misdemeanor and I loved it. And someone, I had the ridiculous pricing. Someone offered me a $1,200 custom knife for it. Straight trade.
Yeah. And it's like I wish I could message this guy, or if it was an option to make him an offer, I'd be like $150.
Just to try and kick him off his pedestal, get real.
Well, you know what I mean. Again, the value of anything is what two people place on it, right?
Yeah.
The buyer.
Absolutely.
Look, I think if I saw a misdemeanor like new in box type of thing, right, I would be willing to give like a $500 number for that knife. Comfortably say I would do that, even though it's overpaying. I think that premium is fair. I just don't understand where these people, like $2,000. You know what $2,000 tells me? My wife told me I have to sell this knife, so I am. Okay, yeah. It's never going to go anywhere, but I'm selling it.
But it's up on eBay. Yeah,
that's it. Bulldog Smith Farm says the grails this year are the Rosie and the Gracchus. Well, dude, first off, thank you. Like, I never thought about putting my own names into grail status, especially right now, right? So that's a very humbling and honor. I'm honored by that. So thank you very, very much. And the Rosie, dude, I mean, Chris has a Rosie XL, and we handled both normal size and the XLs in Blade Show, and they're sweet knives. They're absolutely awesome. So good choice on that one as well.
And the 20th, you can get your pre-order for your, for yours. I don't know when you can get your hands on a Rosie. They're tough to get your hands on new.
People don't like my opinion about Rosies.
Well,
they're a wonderful knife.
I respect everybody's.
To me, it's a production knife, and it's overpriced by $200 to $300. It should be, if you want to say, MC's knife made by Kunwu is $400. Add $100 to $150 because it's in the US. Maybe add another $50 to $100 because it's so hot. So $600, not $900.
Yeah.
It is no different. They're not making it any different. I'm not talking about the special edition ones that they do, but they're not making it any different. They're making 100 at a time. They're not making it one at a time or two at a time. When they do their special ones that are specially made, that's another thing.
That's a fair appraisal.
I feel bad for people that are riding the hype and paying the money, because eventually it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, I think that again, I know you're not a Sebenza guy. I would argue the Sebenza is a better knife that does what knives do, right? If you're looking for a cutting tool and you want a good, reliable one, it's half the price, or not half, but close to.
I was going to say, what did I just say about how much it should cost?
Yeah.
Between $500 and $600. And that's what Sebenzas are going for now.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about special ones that are done up, but if you go on to, NC Blades, you can find a Sebenza for somewhere between $500 and $600 now.
Yeah.
You don't, and that's it's more than a Chinese production knife. You have the premium because it's USA made. You have a little premium because of the name brand, but you're not like hundreds and hundreds of dollars of premium.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about things I don't fully understand, but my belief is they're very limited on their warranty as well. Where somebody like Chris Reeves is like, send it back. Yeah, we'll
you mean Oz? I don't know what Oz does with warranty. I don't know. Yeah. I know Chris Reeves is unlimited everything. Yeah. He treats it like a custom knife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And guess what? So does Benchmade.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Benchmade fan, but they warranty their stuff.
No, they do take care of their stuff for sure. I agree with you. They stand behind their stuff.
That's a company. That's not that's not the knife itself. That's the company.
Yeah. Sam, you need to send yours back to have them sharpen it. Yeah, Sam, I don't know how many people heard the story, but Sam field dressed a couch with a bug out. Yeah, he had heavy trash wouldn't pick it up, so he completely cut up a couch with a bug out, and
it worked.
They'll resharpen it. They'll resharpen it.
Look, so I first and foremost, I am a self-proclaimed disliker of crossbar locks. Okay, but I will absolutely give credit where credit is due. 100%. I decided I was going to take one of my least favorite knives in the collection. So I took an S35VN carbon fiber bug out that I had, and I said, I'm going to carve this couch up. And it wasn't a full couch. It was just like one part of a sectional. Okay. So I went in the garage and I literally dismantled this thing. And like Chris said, I field dressed this entire couch with a bug out. And at the end, I will say this much. One, it is duller than dull now. But
it's
two,
a butter knife.
What's that?
It's a butter knife.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know if it'll cut butter anymore. But it is absolutely, but it stayed straight. It still worked. It didn't break any springs. It held up, right? Overall, I mean, there's no edge damage. I bet you that, you know, I could put this thing up on a ceramic rod and a strop and get this thing back to a nicely sharpened blade without a problem. But it is, so I give a lot of credit to them. I mean, it's not easy to go through what, or put a knife through what I put it through, and at the end of it, it still worked the way it's supposed to. It just needs a sharpening, which put through a lot of damn work. Yeah. So that is really cool.
I don't disrespect Benchmade. I think Benchmade makes a good knife. I just think they're overpriced. Agreed. And if you want USA made, I mean, a Kershaw Bel Air, USA made, very similar aesthetic.
Yeah.
Very similar materials.
I mean, fraction of the price. Yeah.
You know, exactly a fraction of the price. Man. You know, I just think, I don't know where they get thinking that their knives are worth that much money.
Yeah. Hey, I want to hit a couple things in the comments. Terry, you had talked about wanting to have like 12 American-made mid-techs. Throw out a couple of names of those if you don't mind. Milton, I do not have my own channel. I will do reviews on occasion for the Wyvern Kodiak channel. I did one on why am I a knife guy or mechanical soul or something like that. You actually commented on that about me being good about I think you said something like I'm good at conveying my feelings. But so I will do one on here. And Paul Mills, I'm a Spyderco guy as well. I doubt that Fred, and I know that Sam really isn't. I really like Spyderco a lot, and it's the same thing. I like to play with them. And last week I had said I have 6 or 7 of them, and half of them I've tinkered with and done different things because there's so many options to customize out there. So I'm with you. I enjoy those.
Yeah, and Mick said, you know, he's just kind of tired of crossbars, right? It's not that he's that he dislikes them as much as it's tired of them. And that's the thing. I think so many of them are out there. They've just been played out. There's really nothing that's blowing my mind with them. But I will say this. So Jared Neves working on one with a true detent ball system. And I'm very interested in that because that would be a change on a crossbar that I can, sink my teeth into, that really would strike that mechanical soul piece that Chris was just alluding to. And I'm hoping, because I know he has some prototypes, and I had asked him, I told him, please bring at least one with him to Atlanta. I want to get my hands on it. So when he does, I will tell you that I'm pretty sure that's going to be a really cool one. But he is working through a lot of really strange issues that he's been going over with that double detent system and all that. So it's going to be cool. So that's my feelings on crossbars. I don't hate crossbars. I'm just kind of bored with them at this point, and that's really it for that.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you.
I only have 3.
By the way, buddy.
I only have 3 crossbars.
This one, 99 knives, and here are my 3 crossbars.
Right.
That is
a Vulcan.
That's a Vulcan. That's right. I was going to say that looks. I was trying to think of that one.
So he makes his own. He's got his own wires. It's a custom crossbar. The other one I have is a Bel Air that's out being reviewed. I got it so that it's a Bel Air XL, so it can be reviewed. I actually got it to be reviewed.
Gotcha.
And then I got the new one from Edcknives for review also, to be reviewed.
Chris, Terry's response to you on your question, you had talked about.
So I've got the Harsey. I would say yes to that. I would say yes to the Sabenza. I don't have the the Mac, but I do have a Dixon, and it's my third or fourth favorite knife that I own. I played with Mo Patty's Lamia. I don't have one, and I liked it a lot. And I'm a huge fan of TRM stuff. I've got an Atom and a couple Neutrons, and yeah, great list, man. Those are all good ones.
Robert says Spyderco is his current weakness. They pretty much get his paychecks. Dude, the struggle is real. I know what that's like. Not with Spydercos. I honestly, personally, I own one. I own a Bodacious. I don't own any other ones. But I definitely understand the whole knives getting a paycheck thing. It's a real sickness for sure.
Yeah. Good night to Lion, not a sheep. Thanks for stopping.
Lion, not a sheep is leaving.
Yep.
All right, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. I'm sorry that I didn't catch you earlier, but we appreciate you hanging out with us. So, Neves interests you as well, Mick. Yeah, it's cool. It is definitely cool. What other crossbars you got, Fred?
That's it. Those three. Yeah, he said there's just three that we see up there. We only see like 2.5, but yeah,
I was gonna say I see 2 and one's on its spine, and I don't see a third.
Yeah, I think it's
too
interesting.
Far from the mic, Fred. You're gonna have to wait till you get back over here because I can't hear you, buddy.
Yeah, the 2-3 years.
I only have one with me. The other 2 are out being reviewed.
Oh, okay, cool. Good night, Blue. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. I appreciate it.
And I only have 2 Spydercos in my collection, and they're both heavily modded.
Yeah, I handled that one in Texas, which is off the chain, by the way. Third was Bel Air XL. Bel Air XL is a cool knife, by the way. I actually like that one. Bel Air Kershaw does a really good crossbar. I'll give them credit too.
My Bel Air is done really well, and Sam, 2 years ago, crossbar was my favorite. But then something just hit me where I liked the tactile feel and the heavy lockup. All of a sudden, it just hit me one day when I flipped your Padre, and it just changed everything about what I wanted to carry and use.
Yeah, detent. When we started getting into heavy detented knives, that changed our feelings for certain things. So, Fred, Mick Ranger is asking, what is your favorite knife deployment? You're a front flipper guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. And what is that, by the way?
I will see if you can. Does that look familiar now?
It looks like a boa.
Okay, it's designed by the same person who designed the boa. So this kid was 17 years old when he made this knife.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So this is the custom, and this is the concept link prototype.
Oh, okay.
So this is the link. So this kid, he joined the Canadian military so that they would pay for his school, for his college, and he was not going to be able to make knives for a while. So he sold 2 designs to Concept, the Osprey and the Link. And then he sold 2 designs to Artisan Cutlery, the Boa, and I forgot what the other one was.
Very cool.
But I think that Concept did a great job, like getting the feel of the custom knife.
Favorite is a frame lock cat scratch. So cat scratch, I'm 50-50 on frame lock and liner lock, right? But that general actuation of the locking mechanism, I'm right there with you, man.
So I'm starting to go towards not top liner locks, but button actuated liner locks where you can still access the liner. So it's an actual liner lock, but at the same time you can use a button.
Yeah, I don't mind them. I like top liner locks, well, button top liner locks a lot more.
Yeah, not a top liner lock.
Yeah,
a button actuated liner lock.
The only one I have that's a top liner lock that's not a button top liner lock would be that Bodacious. And
that's a compression lock. I'm talking about something different.
Oh, that's true.
A button actuated liner lock is a knife that has a button, but then you can still access the liner from the front. A top liner lock, the lock is on the back, so you can't access it from the front. I see what
you're talking about.
So a button actuated liner lock is actually the same as the one you have in your regular liner locks that happens to have a button that also moves it out of the way.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
And right now I don't have any examples because all of mine are out being reviewed.
Yeah. So you're talking about things like the Golden Design Works.
No, that's a button actuated frame lock.
That's a frame, not a liner.
That's a frame lock.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The tri-stash, the slim, the sub caliber and the caliber, and a few remettes are button actuated frame locks.
Which I love, by the way.
Which one? Button actuated frames?
Yeah, button actuated frame locks. Yeah, I've got the tri-stash. Right. That's the only one of those I have, but I keep waffling back and forth, and if I'm going to pull the trigger on the sub caliber, there's a very specific color pattern that I want, and I think they've got them on their site right now. And if I don't do it, I've got that fear of missing out thing. But I also think I want the caliber versus the sub caliber, but they don't come in the same colors. But I like the sizing better.
For you, I would think that the caliber is going to be better. That's just the way I know you.
Yeah,
that's your kind of
But was it Sam? Was it Fred's sub caliber that we reviewed? Yeah. So
yes.
Yours.
Yes.
I loved it, man. Like I'm going to go buy this right now, and then then one thing led to the next, and I didn't buy it right away. There was another knife, and but again, I really like the milling on it. I like the colors on it. Everything about it, I loved.
What's up, Josh?
So I also have the slim. Have you seen the slim?
Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Yeah. It's same thing. I like the milling a ton on the slim and the dark gray and green model. I love it. Do you have the slim on you now?
No, it's not being reviewed.
I would like to.
I have 83 knives out being reviewed right now.
Wow.
So.
Wow, that's a bunch.
Yeah, bunch out there.
So it looks like they're calling for Mick's calling for Terry to do the Orlox XL.
Cool. Second, the XL Orlox. Yeah, Paul sort of jumped in on that one.
Yeah.
Did they start to? I know. Did they end up making a tenable Orlock or not?
I don't recall seeing one. That doesn't mean that they're not in the makings behind the scenes.
Yeah,
so, Terry, do you know if Tenable's going to make a Orlock version, or are they just keeping it in the concept lineup? I had the Orlock XL design done for a long time, but concept turned it down. You should revisit it, man. It's the year of a big knife. I'm telling you, if there is a chance in hell of it happening, it's going to be while big knives tend to be the hot ticket item. But at the same time, concept might not be able to make it in time, which may be a good bargaining chip for you, in my opinion.
Yeah, Terry, you going to Atlanta? And if so, go talk to Joyce about it, and then let me know. And then I want to go and ask them if they've got a bigger model of the Orlock. I'll go right behind it and see if I can reinforce it.
Yeah. He said he suggested a tenable Orlock and has heard crickets. So, yeah, again, I think concept is over their skis right now. They just are so ultra backed up busy that they just can't get out of their own way. And so, I think they need to, personally, I think they need to slow down a little bit and catch up so that they are not so far behind, because I'm not saying necessarily that I don't want my design made by them, but my concern is going to be what comes out over the next 2 years, and is everybody else flooding the market now with that, when I anticipated to have this knife design introduced only to have it out later on, right? And I think that's where we're seeing a lot of the crossbar lock stuff happening, is because of all the delays that happened in production for a while. Things started flooding through, and then the next thing you know is we're getting an influx of things, and people are like, this was last year's hot item, but now it's happening now, type of thing. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough. You got to kind of be ahead of the curve to really beat it. Yeah. Paul says Riyadh. So as far as going for like an XL Orlock someplace else, I mean, you have a proven winner in the Orlock. Right? So you have kind of a little bit of that behind you. I would take that attempt personally.
Yeah, but the thing is that, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to ask him his business, but does Tenable have the first right of refusal? Because not Tenable, but Concept, because they took the original design. Do they have the first right of refusal of a variant of the same design?
Well, he just said they turned them down. So if they did, then they already shot their shot.
Well, he said that, look at that last comment. They put his pick in their catalog as a designer. You would think they would want more of his designs.
You would think, but when you stretch that thin, I guess, I don't know. I'm not going to make excuses for them. I like Concept a lot, but again, I think it would be much better if they were to catch up a little bit for everybody's sake. So, and I could be wrong. So, what do we got here? We got 43 people in here still. That's awesome. So, couple things. One is, if you have not, make sure that you hit that like button for me. Would really appreciate that. Certainly helps the channel out a lot. Second thing is, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We are making our big push to 1,000 subs, so we can use every bit of help that we can get. So please subscribe to the channel. And let's see, Knifenut, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. Good to see you, buddy. So for those of you that missed it a little earlier, and I have the comment pinned here, but May 20th, Wednesday, May 20th, we are going to be opening pre-orders for the Gracchus. So the Gracchus pre-order will go live at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we will do it right here on our live with all of you. Okay, so they're going to be available on our website, only on our website. We're not doing any dealer exclusives or anything like that on the first one. We're going to handle everything ourselves because we just didn't want to get crazy with everything. We want to get this first one under our belt. It doesn't mean that we won't go back for a second round if there's demand for it or anything like that, but just wanted to give you all an update on that. So 9 p.m. Eastern on the 20th, Gracchus pre-order goes live. It'll be live for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, we close the pre-order, we place an order. Okay, so depending on how many pre-orders there are, depends on the time frame, but figuring we're putting out there 4 or 5 months I would like to say that I'm going to deliver a better timeline than that, but I'd rather prepare you for longer and deliver faster than the other way around. So there you go. And
Yes, Nick.
Mick following up with a funny. There you go. Perfect late Mother's Day gift is a Gracchus. Absolutely. You can absolutely give mom a Gracchus. That's hysterical.
And make sure to order one for dad too.
Make sure you order one for dad too. Father's Day is coming up. So, but yeah, I wanted to make sure that you all are aware because I obviously we've had a lot of people coming in and out of the rooms here. Just a quick run through again real quick on this. So we're going to do full stonewash. Full stonewash version is going to be on pre-order only is going to be $269.99.
Blow it up so that way they can see a little bit better because it's the lighting was making it tough to see.
Sorry. I will do my best. Okay, so full stonewash version. So stonewash handle, polished stonewash blade with our new blades on here. So this is a much higher hollow grind on here. Very, very thin behind the edge. Completely vicious blade. Awesome blade. So this one will be $269.99 is the pre-order price. Next one is going to be a stonewash with belt satin blade. This one will be $284.99. Then we're going to have one of the fan favorites here. We've got the Blurpinkle. Okay, so blurple on the edges, pink on the front here. Belt satin blade. That is going to be $284.99. And then the last one is going to be the full DLC. So DLC handle, belt satin DLC blade. And this one is going to be $299.99. Okay, and again, 30 days only pre-order. That is the only time you're going to get these prices. Okay, after that, the prices are going to go up to production cost or production pricing on that. So those will increase. So if you want a discounted version, make sure that you you jump in on the pre-order if you want to get it. Mick, I agree. We are definitely trying to offer a great price on this. We want everybody to be really excited about it. We're excited about it. We've been excited about it. I'm even more excited about it now that we can see light at the end of the tunnel, and these new blades are just absolutely insane. I mean, they're way better than I even ever imagined they'd be. So, you know, I'm stoked. Chris is stoked. We're really ready to get this going. It's finally that time where we're seeing everything happen. So
check out Cart Balsam's comment at 1146.
1146. Just bought a shirt. Do like that tool. It looks like it looks like a chick magnet. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. It's, women just love when you walk up to them and you're like, hey babe, want to see my knife? No, it's a sweet knife though. And I know obviously as the designer of it, we're biased, but I mean, truthfully, every person that has handled it has really had some great things. So
you said tool, Sam. He said he just bought a shirt from us, and it was Tool, not Tool. He said, I like that too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm misreading things?
Well, there was an exclamation, but he was excited about it.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the shirt purchase, by the way. I greatly appreciate it. After our live, I'll make sure that I get everything packaged up. It'll go in the mail to you tomorrow. So we'll get that out to you.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, for sure. And then want to know why Knives is in here? What's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Appreciate that.
So he's 7 subscribers away from a milestone for him. Is that right?
Ooh, what's your milestone? If you want to share, I just made you a mod. Share your channel. If you're trying to grow your channel, please share it with us, and that'd be really cool.
He said, "I'm wearing a shirt now. No rush."
Well, that's good. We don't want you wandering around naked or anything, man. I mean, it's the least, but we'll keep you clothed, brother. It's cool. That's awesome. I certainly appreciate you guys. So yeah, there you go. There's Want to Know Why Knives channel. So if you wouldn't mind, make sure that you give him a sub as well. Let's try and help him get to whatever milestone he's trying to get to, because that would be awesome. Always trying to help the community grow, as you all have helped us. So we greatly appreciate that. So Fred, what you got? What else you got to play with there, man?
Oh, you'll laugh,
man.
So my Latama plastic knife.
I'm going to grab one of those in Atlanta for my daughter. I should have grabbed one when I was in Texas.
They're actually at my table.
Okay.
And the
I'll
reason
grab
he
one
did
when
it,
I'm there, man.
The reason he did it was because I have something called Magnafold. Have you guys ever seen a Magnafold?
Is that the wooden one?
Yes.
I've not seen it.
Okay, so I'm going to show it to you as a pair, and then actually I'm going to probably have to bail because I have a 5. I have to get up at 5.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to let Fred get back. He's important. His career is important. He's a doctor.
Okay,
and all,
so this is actually a custom knife.
Nice, man.
A really fancy custom knife called a mini ultimatum. Okay. And this is a Magnafold of the mini ultimatum.
Oh, wow.
So this guy makes them out of wood or out of G10. And they are, like, you would say they're double D10, but what they are actually are there's 3 magnets in the wood. There's 3 magnets in the wood here, and then there's 3 opposite magnets in the blade. So when the blade is, let's see if I can get it. Like, okay, so this is the halfway point. When it's slightly closer to the bottom, it gets pulled down. When it's slightly closer to the top, it gets pulled up. The magnet polarity, when there's like a midpoint where there's no pulling because it's exactly like in the middle. But the moment you go up just a little bit more, the magnets pull it up. Same thing.
Cool.
When the magnets go down. So he makes them, and they have like perfect action. And like I have 2 of them that match my custom knives, and he's actually making me 2 more for 2 other custom knives. And when I was at shows, I'm at the Latama table and I'm playing with my knives, and all the kids are playing with my wood knives. Oh, wow. And the parents are like, "Can I buy it? Can I buy it?" I'm like, "No, these are specifically for me, my custom knives. I can't just, they're hard to replace." Because there's just a guy on Etsy that makes these.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Anyway, so so my friend at the table basically said, I'm going to start making them 3D print them. And he came out with this design. And really, they're completely 3D printed. They're like 5 pieces. They come together. And then they actually are a frame lock. So you move the frame out of the way, and it closes just like a regular frame lock. It's got a detent and everything.
That's cool. I was fidgeting with those in Texas. Those are pretty cool. And I like that.
And I actually have a neck lock version of the same thing.
Good night. Want to Know Why Knives. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us, buddy.
I got subscribed to your channel, sir. That's just what a bald man needs right there.
No, but I'm saying he was just doing it for kids, so he did it with this. Yeah. But it's a neck lock. It's a spine lock.
Yeah.
So,
which I think is a great little lock.
You could do the beard, man. You could do the beard,
Yeah.
Chris.
well, Snack does not has a patent on it, but he doesn't enforce the patent. It's open source.
Yeah, I was playing with the Vision FG when we started off the show.
Yes, that was our Grail knife, that Vision FG. So this is a HMC Transient. So this is actually one that Hayden and I made at Jim's. We went there and made it with him.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then we had this done as a magnifold, right? And it's the same thing.
Transient magnifold. That's pretty cool.
That is neat.
Right? But this transient magnifold has a front flipper. We wanted to show Jim that it was a proof of concept.
There you go.
And guess what he makes now?
Oh, that's cool.
He makes it in front flipper. After we showed him this.
Like here you go. My royalty's small. Make me a new one.
No, actually, I'm going there and we're actually making a billet of Damascus to put on this, cool. To replace this. We're doing a front flipper Damascus blade.
That's awesome, man.
But he calls it Bromascus.
Bromascus.
Yeah. Like right in-house.
I would love to get a transient. That's a top 5 for me right now.
Yeah. I mean, and Jim is just salt of the earth guy.
Very much so. I really enjoyed talking to him in Texas. He was a lot of fun.
He's good such a good guy. He's got a big family. I think he's got like 3 of his own, and I think he adopted 2.
Oh wow.
And yeah. It's funny because I saw him in Texas, and then like a week later I saw him in New Orleans with his wife, and we just hung out.
Very nice. Yeah, I enjoyed meeting spending some time, I should say. I think that's the one thing that I liked a lot more about Texas was I felt like the chaos wasn't as bad there as Atlanta, where you felt like you had to shuffle and move along in Atlanta more, where in Texas it was more family environment, if you will.
So I understand what you say, but I think that because it's so large, you feel like you have to see so much more, that you're running from place to place.
Yes, but you have an extra day too.
I understand that, but that last day is the day that you really socialize then, because you're busy doing your other stuff the first few days.
I'm always socializing.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how to shut the hell up.
But the thing is that we stayed in the pit till like 2 a.m. each day.
Oh, I can't think
I'm
going to be able to do that.
Hung there from like 4 o'clock until, we ordered in food because we didn't want to eat the food that they had there.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to bring a pillow and a little pop-up air mattress, so that way when you're at the pit, I can.
Yeah. But the thing is that we were just
very early.
I was very fortunate early in. Okay, so I've been a fat pig my whole life, and early in my life, my mom tried to help me lose weight any way she could. And one of the things she did is she had me do hypnosis to try to learn, help me with my weight loss. It did not help. But doing the hypnosis therapy did teach me how to put myself into a really relaxed state. So out of the time that I am sleeping, I can get a much more restful effect. Because I can get myself into like I'm not going to say a trance, but I can get myself like so utterly relaxed that in like 5 hours I can get like what used to take me 8 hours of rest.
I've been up since about 4 o'clock this morning, And yeah, who knows? I might be up at 4 again tomorrow morning. I might make it all the way to the alarm sounds at 6, but seldom do I make it to the alarm going off. Usually
Yeah,
I'm
so
up and showered before the alarms goes off.
I was up at 5 this morning.
No, I go to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning because a lot of times I'm recording. I do a lot of like the recording stuff at night. I do a lot of the drawing stuff at night. Stuff like that.
What time do you get up though?
6:15.
Oh wow.
I typically run on between 3 and 4 hours of sleep a night. That's pretty much
I
all
was going to say, so you should be able to handle Blade Show Pit.
It's not because I'm tired and want to go to sleep, Fred. It's because my body hurts is why I didn't go to the pit last time. Was because I mean Chris and I
all
felt
the walking.
crippled.
All the walking.
Yeah, I mean both of us are desk jockeys for the most part during the day. So for us to walk the amount of steps that takes Blade Show, it's just, and that's why this is when I start walking now, so that I can kind of get myself into shape, if you will.
Mick said to take a few 5-hour energy drinks, but instead what we need to bring is a chiropractor. So
Bob?
No, he would travel with us for sure.
I know he'd travel with us. My problem is that he won't really crack us, and that's disappointing.
Yeah.
He's one of them like slow moving chiropractors. Like you don't want to get cracked. Like, dude, I want the endorphins. Trust me, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want the Diet Coke. Give me the full strength stuff with the original sugar recipe and the cocaine in it still.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh well, man.
As I have my Diet Cherry Pepsi.
Yeah. Are we at time? I know you said you had to get out of here, Fred.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to be very tired tomorrow.
All right. Well, we'll let you
Thank
go.
God it's an easy case.
We'll start wrapping up tonight then. I mean, we've been on for 3 hours, and
you've been unbelievable, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very, very much for everything, for loaning us knives in the beginning to help us get started and get moving. Thank you for hanging out tonight and for the friendship and for all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, you've been a lot of fun. You've an awesome part of the community, and we certainly hope that you'll come back and hang out with us on the channel again. It's been a pleasure, my friend.
Anytime. I have fun, and the social part is my favorite part of it. I mean, the knife knowledge, people have it and share it. And like, I learn as much from people that I give. And I don't know.
Well,
to me, it's a great community. It's like, and it's funny. I told you I have 83 knives out now, right? I don't have a worry in the world about those knives. Every single person I trust. The only people I don't trust is UPS and USPS.
Yeah. Got that right, man.
Yeah.
But like, I've never had a problem with anyone. I've had a few knives lost en route, like in transit. And one person who lost it was like, he went out and bought the same knife for me. And I was like, you didn't really have to do that. Like, I'm buying it for the pass around. So if it's like towards the end of the pass around, it's fine, Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. And I agree. I mean, Chris and I have loaned people knives and people have loaned us stuff. And I mean, everybody's very giving. I love this community. We're super grateful to people like that, and it's been fantastic. But you have such a big outreach, Fred. You help a lot of channels, particularly people that need this, right? I mean, talking about people like Chris, the unprofessional dad, to Derek Sever7, talk about Adventure 50, all these people have borrowed stuff from you at some point in time or another and have benefited from your generosity. And, it doesn't go overlooked at that. Mick Ranger saying it right. You're a pillar of the community. It's something that is not overlooked. We appreciate you. So just thank you very much. It was an honor to have you on the channel. And I think on a night where we're making an announcement like we did, I think it was a really fitting person to have on with us tonight. So that made it even cooler.
Well, I can't wait till the night that you actually do the pre-sale.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. We'll do a fun giveaway that night. I'm gonna go buy a cool knife to give away. We'll have some swag stuff to go along with it and stuff like that. We'll make it a nice giveaway for everybody, and I hope that we'll get a nice crowd that night. I hope everybody is prepared to jump on and grab a Gracchus, because we are stoked about this, and I know that once you all get it in your hands, you're going to absolutely freaking love it.
It's incredible in hand. I mean, I was fortunate to play with it, and I assume that the newer ones are even better.
The newer ones are going to be better. I mean, it's an ergonomic dream. That's first off. But now that the blade isn't as heavy, you really get a true hydraulic feel to that blade. It just closes so smooth. It's really, really nice. So I think people are really going to dig this knife a lot. It's everything that I could have hoped for. So, yeah, I'm stoked. And Chris, I don't know. We gotta get. I think you should come over tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll work. You working from home tomorrow?
I work from home every day now.
Yeah, I'll do my best to get over there.
All right, gentlemen, I am gonna get off though. Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
Thanks, Fred.
Have a great night, buddy.
Bye, everyone. Whoever's left.
All right. Take care, man.
All right.
Oh man, so that was awesome.
Yeah,
very cool to have Fred hanging out with us tonight. That was a nice treat. So
I agree.
Yeah,
what a great community. I mean, you guys are great with throwing out all of your information and your comments, and man, it's really nice to see everybody just gel and get together. And I could really feel the support coming from you guys tonight. So again, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. Seriously, we love the community. We love all of you all. The amount of welcoming and love that you have given this channel, and the excitement behind the projects that we come up with, and the time that you give us is not overlooked. We appreciate everything that you guys do. We can't wait to deliver on what we have talked about for so long with all this excitement. The moments are ticking by, getting closer every day now. We actually have something that's a date to move this forward to that next phase, which is the really exciting part to us, is that this is really now happening, right? It's the real rubber meets the road moments. So with that being said, Chris, I know you like to mention the walking out with life and all that kind of stuff, so I'll let you have this one, my friend.
Yeah, it's a true story. Sam and I really appreciate walking out life with you guys. Thank you very much for your support. Hope everybody has a wonderful night and a great rest of your week.
I appreciate you saying that, Chris. And folks, everybody have a great night. Wheezy, yes, I do answer the emails at the website. So if you go ahead and send something through there, you can. If not, you want to send a direct email, it's wyvernkodiak@gmail.com. Very easy, wyvernkodiak@gmail.com. You're welcome to reach out to me there. And we can set up a conversation or something like that if you need to talk about something. But appreciate you reaching out and hanging out with us tonight. So good night, everyone. Thank you. You live vicariously through us.
Let's do it. Let's live.
Calm down, man. I don't know if you want to do that. I wake up in pain a lot of times. I'm getting old now.
That's why I was up at 4. I was just aching.
All right, folks.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
Thank you again for tonight. Thank you again for all the excitement. You have a great one. We will catch you guys all real soon.